Good morning, good morning, good morning. Whew. Yesterday was a day. Mm. Good morning. So, there are a few things we're going to discuss, and then I have someone that I want to introduce you guys to as well. But let me let you know that tomorrow I will be, Heather Teague's mother, Sarah Teague, will be on. We haven't set the time yet. She has sent me so many files. I've been going through it. She wanted to do it today. There's no way I can do justice by her or her daughter without going through everything first. So we're going to do it tomorrow. Just a little background story. If you don't know about Heather Teague, she went missing 29 years ago as of April 25th. 2024. It'll be 29 years that Heather has been missing. And Heather was working as a CI for law enforcement for drug stings. So she was kidnapped as she was being watched for the drug deals that she was making. So we're definitely going to be having her on tomorrow. She's a very, very smart woman. She has sued them. She's writing a book. And I am really looking forward to having her on. I hate to say it like that, but I am. Also, good morning, oh my God, good morning. Good morning, Ma Breath. Good morning, Mustang. Good morning, Drea, Susan, Sarah, motherfucking Z. Karma for y'all. Michelle, Susan, Cree, Kels, Gwen, Stacy, Snuggle, oh God, Mustang, Mike, Nikki, good morning. Okay, PMR, oh my God, I'm glad you had fun. I saw that. I'm glad you had a good time in New Orleans. Yeah, they have some real, when the weather is bad, it's bad. This is not the time, nor during the summer. Especially the summer months, is not the time to be in New Orleans. Good morning, Dream Sickle. So, yesterday, I didn't know Brooke went live. And well, I was basically, after reading all that shit and working all week long on numbers, I had a huge migraine. So, I went to sleep. I woke up, I guess around 8 something. And I was looking, I saw that Brooke had gone live, and she said that she had hi Muggsy Siegel. She said that she had gotten her recording. So she was playing it. I was listening to it. She replayed it, and she kept saying it was Amber. And I'm listening to it and listening to it. Then Amber came up on panel. And, you know, I used to talk to Amber 3, 4, 5 times a day on the phone. I know the inflections and everything in her voice. Amber's voice is more light and airy. So even when she's pissed, she still has that. So I'm going to say this, and I really don't think I'm wrong. That voice was not Amber's. There was a part that it sounded like her, but that was not Amber, not at all. I was listening to it. Then I kept rewinding it myself. Good morning, Boston Beauty by KK. Hi, Pick Me. That was not Amber. That was not Amber. And I heard Brooke say, you know, and then she started playing it again. She said, that some parts sounded like Amber and it sounded like Geneva. Now, the only time I can remember hearing Geneva's voice is when she went on the Bees channel and she had that camera slip. But then I didn't really pay attention to her. I honestly didn't. So I don't think it was her. It was someone trying to sound like Amber. Oh, it's definitely Geneva. Well, I saw she went live again last night, but I haven't had a chance to listen to her live. Oh, Smashed Mouth. Okay. So, yes, I don't. And I had left that comment on her video And then I deleted it. I said, well, let me listen again. And I listened over and over. And then I realized I didn't have to, because she played it over and over again through the live. But I listened, and I'm listening to the inflection in her voice. I'm listening, and I'm listening to the way she says certain words. And I'm like, this is not Amber. I have been on the phone with Amber when she's pissed and she's going the fuck off and she's screaming. You guys have seen her on her lives. And then I was thinking, Amber doesn't want police coming to her house with her kids. And even though she has a young daughter, her two older ones, she has older kids. Why would she inflict that on someone else? And when I heard the caller stating that she mentioned that she had kids over, that was so the police can be cautious when they're going to her home. This was done maliciously and in intent. It was malicious. For what it was just malicious. There is no and, ifs, and buts about it. William, how did you get in here? William, I never unblocked you, William. You done changed your name. As long as you behave, William, I'll let you stay. But I never unblocked you. They even put up a Craigslist. Oh, shit. She had people showing up. What? She had people showing up at her house. Is this the live she did last night? No, I didn't hear the live. Okay, I saw the one she did earlier, and I heard she say she may come back. Oh, your old oh, you're good, William. You're good. Okay, I didn't look at her community tab. At 8 a.m. this morning as well. I told Brooke she better handle this. You thought it was Amber at first, but changed my mind. And when Amber came into the chat, I knew it wasn't her. I'm listening, and there was a certain part, and I'm like, yeah, it sounds like her, but it's not her. It's not Amber. And when you've spoken to someone for the longest, 3, 4, 5 times a day, sometimes more, when you spent time with that person in person, I know what Amber sounds like when she's drunk in person, when she's slurring her words. I knew. So no, that is not Amber on that recording. And I'm glad that she realizes that, but it was not Amber. Hi, Pick Me. Oh my God. So what are they showing up at her house for on Craigslist? Are they, wait a minute, let me go look at her. Hold on, let me go to her channel. Let me go look and see what they're showing up for. This is crazy. Hold on, let me go to 90 Days on Blast. Hold on. 90 Days on Blast. Her community tab, 90 days. 90 days. Community. Free appliances. Have appliances and televisions that must go. Appliances are less than 3 years old and still under warranty. Plenty of men's tools, drills, screwdriver sets. Now for this, Brooke, you actually know that if you go and if you actually press charges or whatever, they can actually request, well, they would have to get a warrant or a search thing, but god damn. Oh shit, she had crawfish. They're small. Damn, they're small. Yeah, there's, oh my God. Okay, so they're putting out Craigslist. This is really sad, guys. This is really, really sad. Thank you, Jennifer. I'll listen to it. Hi, Roscoe. Good morning. Okay, so you bought the novelty voodoo dolls. So you didn't go to, did you get them in the French Quarter? Yeah, the crawfish are good, and they're really huge this time of year too. Good morning, Vault. So you sent me the so that's what you sent, the voice comparison. Okay. Um okay, I'll definitely listen to it. This is crazy in the quarter, but I didn't go into, oh, you didn't go into the real voodoo shops. Good, because there are signs all over telling you, unless you planning on buying that doll, you don't touch it. Love crawfish, lobster, and crab. Ooh, okay. So I know you. Okay, you don't want a voodoo doll unless, seriously, voodoo dolls are quite dangerous, and some dolls actually, um, well, about 20, 25 years ago, we were down for my grandmother's birthday, and we had gone into the voodoo shop that sits diagonally across from where the Hard Rock Cafe is. It was there at the time, and we went in, and it was just eerie. And then there's one damn doll. Good morning, Carter. I'm serious. It was a little funny looking doll with a black face, and I actually bought that doll. And it was something about that dog. That doll, my eyes kept going to it. So when I got it, the lady that was in the store, I guess it was her store, she put it in, she wrapped it, and she put it in a plastic bag. She said, she says, whatever you do, don't take the doll out until you get to where the doll will live. And I'm serious. I had the eeriest feeling. I was scared to put it in a suitcase because I thought she wouldn't be able to breathe. I'm serious. Oh, Lord, they're not going to scratch. So you bought so many. What kind of, oh my God, PMR. Where did you eat at the most? Yeah, I heard that Annabelle was locked up. I don't know. I found a doll with big shoes and a gold ball on his head. Hi, Bella Marie. Oh, you ate at the gumbo shop. Oh my God. So did you get the traditional seafood gumbo, or did you get the chicken gumbo, or did you get the sausage gumbo? There are so many different gumbos. I'm serious, voodoo dolls. And then there's little cards in front of them with their own little stories. No dog followed me home and scratched me. Up until, I think up until I moved out the house in 2000, what was it? Shit, when did I move out of my house? And I moved into my apartment. I think it was like 2012. I think the doll is still in the garage in the box. Everything down there is delicious. I'm glad that you ate at some real good places. You want me to ship you some gumbo? I just ordered some crabs Friday. I ordered some live blue crabs Friday. So they should be here. They're packing, they're going to ship them Monday. So I should have them Tuesday. You got the from the Marie Laveau shop. Gumbo is delicious. But you know what? Some of the best antique stores I've found is on the Eastern Shore, going from Maryland to New Jersey. I used to leave early in the morning. I told you guys, if I was in New Jersey going back to Maryland, I would leave early just so I can catch these antique shops. I have bought some of the best blackout cast iron skillets. I've bought sets at really, really good prices that were already seasoned. St. Francisville had the best antique stores. Ooh, okay. Okay. I was waiting for MHB to get in here. Yeah, I'm gonna be. I was hoping to go to Jazz Festival this year. I really was. Normally this time of year I'll be at the Oyster Fest in San Antonio at St. Mary's University. And that's one thing I miss about being in Texas and Louisiana. It's the different festivals you get to go to. There's a lot of festivals here too, but nothing like nothing like Texas and Louisiana. Nothing. So with that, Brooke has now gotten Craigslist ads. She's had the police come knowing that there were kids in the home. The person that is doing this they don't care. They just don't care. And I said it before, it's someone, and I really do believe that don't like Brooke, Amber, the B, doesn't like anybody. And then I heard Amber said that she's been getting some of the nastiest messages. And I heard Brooke say that, she told me on the panel that PMR and Daddy were getting the nastiest, most vicious messages as well. Oh, King Prawns. I've been getting, oh my God. PMR, what are you doing about these messages? Because that's a sick person. And or maybe they find it, that's the way for them to release the unhappiness that they have in their life. This is sick shit. All over YouTube. Amber is back. Glitter, throw glitter on it. Well, yeah, I've heard Amber on Brooke's panel. And I heard her say she said that she's not opening up her YouTube. I heard her say that that her grandmother wasn't in the best health. And I was like, oh shit. What is this? Ooh, my phone. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put my phone up. Oh no, chicory is good. That's the only kind of coffee I like to drink. That's the only kind of coffee I like to drink. The only kind. I do community coffee with chicory. I don't do chuck full of nuts and all of that stuff. I muted the messages for 2 weeks. We were talking. Good for you. Good for you, William. Now, the French roast is good, but community, I'm serious. If you just try the community, some of them have too much hickory. I love community coffee. I buy community coffee off of Amazon because they don't sell community here. And I have Subscribe and Save. I get a 2-pound bag every 2 weeks, along with the Camille red beans, which I need to cancel the Camille red beans for this shipment because I still have 2 pounds left. See, but to do that to somebody and not think sooner or later your karma is going to come to you is bad. Her grandmother isn't well. No. Yeah, her grandmother isn't well. Please keep her in your prayers. I heard that and I was like, oh God. Now I can't do too much Starbucks. I mean, I tried the peppermint one. It was pretty good, but I like really, really good coffee. William, that's good. You need really to think before you speak. Stay off panels, especially when drinking and being heated. By the way, I'm Jennifer Positivity. Karma for all. You know what? I just realized you had a damn wrench. So yes, you. Wait a minute. The text said they contacted my kids. I'll have to ask them today. Both were on vacation with friends. I'm telling y'all, somebody's gonna get seriously hurt. I'm serious. Someone's gonna get seriously hurt. And if it is Geneva, honey, you need to go get some help. You really, really do. If you're doing that to people that, and then I understand that from what I was listening to, that Jules got a pizza as well, with her father's phone number, I guess is what was stated. Um, I don't know. Then I heard, Amber said that it might be Jessica Chastain. I haven't seen Jessica Chastain anywhere. Well, then I don't go to a lot. Hi, Sunway. Oh, they've got opinionated text about, are they jealous you have a spouse? We all know she's not above. Who's not above fuck shit? I think so. I think so. I was talking to Debbie about that. I haven't seen her, but that doesn't mean that she's not here. But I heard Amber say that. That it might. Hi, Danny. I just saw your message, sweetie. Good morning, my queen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, I called you my queen, Danny. Because when I come to your kingdom, I'm look, when I come in the kingdom, I'm a queen too. Good morning, Chris Trock. Ooh, your phone number's unlisted. You know what? I don't think they realize that sooner or later, this shit, I'm serious, karma is going to come back and bite them in their ass. It really will. When I heard the call and how you're saying that this woman was drunk, but you managed to slip in that she's going to have, that she mentioned that her son was having a sleepover or something. You were concerned about the kids. I heard no concern in your voice. I heard nastiness. I heard maliciousness. You didn't give a shit about those kids or Brooke. You just wanted Brooke to get that welfare check. Point blank, period. And when I heard her trying to get the address straight, Amber knows Brooke's address. She definitely knows Brooke's address. She don't have to look up on no paper or nothing else. She knows Brooke's address. That was another giveaway. Another giveaway. Then when they asked her for a good callback number, you have to think of a good callback number. I think what she was counting on is the fact that Brooke wouldn't be able to get the audio. So since Brooke wasn't able to get the audio before, or she tried to get the audio and all they gave her were, were these pages where there was no audio. I think that was a fact that they were counting on, that she probably wouldn't be able to get that audio. Yep. The funny part is I tell everyone how someone always freaks out on me when I disconnect and go on vacation. This is now the third trip I've dealt with this. Yep, I disconnect when I'm on vacation. Yep, they had to look for it. So that was a dead giveaway. And for everybody to keep saying that the neighbor was calling because the kids were so loud, now we know that's a damn lie, right? That wasn't the neighbor that called. It was a malicious welfare check. It was malicious. Now, did anybody apologize for saying it was definitely her neighbor or she did it herself? No, she didn't. She didn't do it herself. And yes, a neighbor would have knocked on your door. That's what I said. She's been in that home for I don't know how long. Her neighbors would have knocked on her door. But it wasn't Amber, Danny. That wasn't Amber. It was not Amber. I listened. I used to talk to Amber all the time. That was not Amber. Some part, that one little part did sound like Amber. But after that, I was like, no, that's not her. CPMR, the same thing. It was not Amber. I don't think she would do that, knowing Brooke had those young boys in that house. Nope, it wasn't. Yep, the accent did drop at one point. And then now I haven't heard. Oh, hold on a second. Let me play what I just received. And I'm sure you guys have heard it 55 times, but let me play what I just received from Jennifer. Hold on.
Believe me, my little nieces and nephews got posted on Instagram by somebody who had my background report. And I don't think anybody's messaging or messing with her niece and nephew. She should like other patient that. Thank you. I just want to make sure you know that nothing really bad is going on over there. The boys are in the middle of it. Because I mean, she's done some not so nice things involving her children. So, okay. So did you send somebody out there today to check on them?
That is not Amber. That is not Amber at all. They tried to sound like her, but it's not Amber. So, yeah, that wasn't her. And I was listening seriously. And I mean, I kept going back and going back. And then when I let it play, I realized Brooke kept playing it over and over and over again. And I was like, no, that's not her. That's not her. Nope, it's not her. Good morning, Christoph. So I don't find any of this funny at all. There were young kids in the house, and I think that was put in there deliberately so they'll know that there were kids in that house. It wasn't out of concern. And if Brooke said that she hadn't been live at that time, that the call was placed at 1:12, and she had been off of her live for like 3 hours. She said she had one glass of wine. And then I heard Amber said, and I remember when she gave all of those messages to TL, I was actually in the chat that day when she and TL went live. And maybe that's her way of paying her back for doing what she did. I don't know. I don't really know. I just heard Geneva on this recording that I just have, and I really haven't really listened to it. But I know, good morning, Daisy girl. I know that call to the police department was not Amber. And I heard Amber said that she doesn't even talk to Geneva or whatever her name is. And then I heard this is just crazy. This is total, it's not even borderline. It's harassment, it's malicious, it's nasty. So what happened if someone gets shot because you decide to, her husband opens the door one day, or Brooke opens the door. I mean, what happens then? Would you think it's worth it? This shit is stupid. It's sickening. And people just need to fucking stop. And now she's got Craigslist. Let's see. She has all, let me see. So let me read this again. It says, free appliances, Lumberton. It was put in the Beaumont Craigslist.org. Ashley bedroom sets, day bed and full bed frame, all free. All weekend, early or late, all must go. All free. First come, first serve. Ring bell at least 5 times back to back, as I may in the back of the house and might not hear the first ring. Are you fucking kidding me? This shit can be pulled, and I hope Brooke works with a lot of attorneys. I hope they sit there and they contact these people and see who's placing this shit and where it's coming from. I don't know. Do you pay for Craigslist? I don't think you pay for Craigslist ads, do you? The name of Brooke's channel is 90 Days on Blast. Hold on. I don't know why anybody thinks this fucking shit is funny, because it's not. It's really, really not. Then I was sent, hi, Lynn. I was sent a recording, which I haven't listened to yet. I saw it this morning. I guess Switch with Son did another live. I haven't listened to it yet. I didn't know Craigslist was still a thing either. But that's Brooke's channel right there. This is sad. So what are you getting out of this? What are you getting out of this? What's going to happen if your ass gets prosecuted? You think this shit can't be traced, and it can. I keep telling you guys, this shit can be traced. Yes, that is sick. And then the people that's driving there thinking they're getting free shit. You have no respect for anyone's time. The pizzas, which you're stealing from a business, the gas these people use to go deliver shit that is not even ordered. It's disgusting and it's disturbing. You think she's doing this on behalf of the Switch Witch? I'm going to tell y'all again. Ain't no motherfucker going to make me do anything or ask me to do anything. This shit is crazy. All because what? You're trying to be in with the cool kids or whatever you think you're doing. Good morning, Dan. Hi, Cat T, beautiful. Damn, Cat. Absolutely disgusting what Brooke has to deal with, because some piece of shit, pussy ass bitch, motherfucker. I'm just reading it all out. That will be caught, and I hope they get every charge possible, sick motherfuckers. It's sad. It's very, very sad. Because if somebody turned around and did that to you, if Siwa was getting cops at her house all the time, or Siwa was getting Craigslist ads to her home, and which I understand that people know she's moved, if this was going on with you wouldn't find it funny. But it's funny because it's happening to Brooke. But then you said, oh, no, she did it herself. But no, she didn't, because we just heard the fucking recording. Well, I just heard it anyway. This shit is crazy. They don't care that kids are there. They don't care. They don't. And I really hope Brooke is taking this shit seriously. But then, they said before that her husband was beating her. Really? So by you doing this, and if you think that YouTube is causing all of this, you're putting her in jeopardy if her husband was an abuser, right? You don't fucking care. You just don't care. These people need to stop. And I'm saying people. I don't know if it's one person, if it's a group of people. I don't know. But we know Brooke isn't doing it to herself. We know her neighbors didn't call the police because of a noise complaint. So I'm not going to say they. I don't know. Yeah, I heard that part. Because when she's drunk, she had, and I don't want the kids, get the fuck out of here. What's her name? Jennifer? Okay, people have your address and stuff too. I heard that on Annie Marie. So would you like that stuff to start happening to you if you're doing this? Would you like people to start sending police to your house like that? Would you really like that? Would you think it's all fun and games? Siwa, would you like this? Would anybody that sits in these chats and sit there and tell people, oh, she did it herself, now that they heard she didn't do it herself? Would you guys like that done to you? It's going to end with somebody being seriously hurt. That's when it's going to end. And then it might take a couple of times, but someone's going to be seriously hurt. You sit behind a keyboard. You think this shit is funny. And I hope you know every time you call in to the police station, whether you think you're being anonymous or not, when you call in on those Google numbers or those tech, trust and believe me, those are traceable. Look it up. If somebody decides to pursue a case, those are traceable. For a long time, they weren't, but now they are. And it's been like that now for I'm going to say 5 or 6 years. They're traceable. I'm telling you, it's going to escalate to a point where there's to a point of no return. And people think this is funny, but it's not. It's not. It's not funny at all. And I hope Brooke is really, really taking this seriously because she needs to. What's next? Oh, I heard that the PTA. I forgot. I heard the bug. Who played it? Who played it? I think Brooke did. Yeah, I think Brooke played it. About calling the PTA or all the parents in her son's class. For what reason? Yes, they are traceable, Lynn. I don't think people understand that. If Brooke decides to pursue this and she gets an attorney, now I don't know how much money she wants to spend, but I think it'll be worth every goddamn penny. I would have their asses tracked down. Yes, B. I mean, yes, Gwen. I said, yes, B. Yes, Gwen. Yep. They need to be taken away and cuffed and put into a padded room. This shit is crazy. So I was going back to remember what was that account name before it changed to Dirty Coochie, and I don't remember. I really don't, because I don't. I just happened to notice when I went to see if somebody was blocked, and I said, "Wait a minute, that wasn't the name that was there before." Good morning, Black Cat Music. I hope she's taking it. And so somebody showed up this morning at 8 o'clock. Do we know if Brooke contacted Craigslist? But before she do that, I think she has a copy of it. Um, I don't know how long the ad is going to be up there for, but she should have contacted them. How did she find that she had an ad? I guess somebody told her when they showed up. Black Hat, how are you feeling, dear? Hi, Aaron. Okay, someone told them when they showed up. Vote if you want to come up. I can drop the link for you if you want to come up. The ad has been taken down. Oh my God. Her husband, I heard her say that the boys were off doing something this weekend, right? So her husband isn't there. Vote, I can drop the link if you want to come up, sweetie. Because I'm trying to read. Let me see. Let me drop. Oh, I got to get the link. I got to get the link. Hold on. I'm stuttering because I'm so mad. I'm so mad that this is going on with whether it was Brooke or anyone else that's in the community or whatever the fuck you call this. I'll feel the same way. The shit is wrong. It's completely wrong. And that goes for people I don't even fucking like. It's wrong. Okay, find your AirPods. I'll drop it again for you when you tell me you're ready. This is really sad. But guys, I covered I'm gonna talk about this real quick before Vault get up here. I was covering Dylan Rounds. Glenn Crack was telling me about Dylan Rounds, and they actually found his body. Now, the guy that they arrested way back when on gun charges, what's his name, Brenner, whatever his name is, they arrested him like last year sometime. He was cutting deals and cutting deals. So he cut a deal with the prosecution. He's going to serve 3 to 30 years. And he took them to where this 19-year-old boy's body was. He was a squatter on his property. They found this young man's remains. And the mother knew he did it. 19 years old, bought property in Utah. He wanted to be a farmer. Last time I think anybody spoke to him was May. It was his grandmother. No, was it May? He was talking to her and he told her that he had to go put his seeds and stuff on the tractor in the shed. And that was the last time anybody spoke to him. They had found his boot, they found his phone, and on that phone, they found a videotape of the guy Brenner with bloody clothes and stuff. And they found they were able to find Brenner's shirt and everything else. He killed that young man when that guy was letting him stay on his property. So they found that phone in March of 2023. He disappeared. It was in 2022. Was it 2022 he disappeared? Yeah, it was May 2022 is when he disappeared. This is so sad. But his family knew he did it. But he cut a deal that he would serve 3 to 30 years in exchange for the location of this young man's body. It's fucking sad. All of this shit is going on. And you got time to play games, calling the police. Oh, there she goes. Good morning, sweetie.
Good morning. How are you?
Welcome to the panel, Vault.
It's the first time.
You're my bestie, but we talk all the time.
You tell me what to do, and I just do it, Heidi.
Yes, girl, you better follow the instructions. How is Brooke doing?
She's really upset. Like, this shit's not funny. I don't even know. Like, I asked this morning, like, seriously, what are we gonna do about this? Like, law enforcement needs to be involved. Somebody's gonna end up shot. That's what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna end up shot. Either somebody's gonna go to the house and do it, or I don't know how Texas is, if they have stand your ground, but all it takes is somebody unwanted on your property.
It's not stand your ground, but if someone comes into, so here's the thing. Even when I lived in Tennessee, I remember when this guy was stalking me in Tennessee, the cops came to the house, and that's when my ex-husband bought me a Luger. Ooh, I love that. I love that pistol. He bought me a Luger. He flat out told me, if I shoot him, I need to make sure they bleed inside the door. I said, so wait a minute. You want me to shoot and then make sure the blood drops inside the door? He was like, he said, ma'am, I'm not sick. I said, but I'm telling you. And I was like, no problem. I'll leave the door open, look, so they can put a foot in, and boom. And I'm serious. In Texas, is not stand your ground like it's Florida. But everybody has a carry. I mean, everybody carries. And I'm sure in Lumberton, everybody carries in Lumberton.
Right, it's Texas.
Jesus Christ, you got to shoot them in. They got to be inside your dwelling. So if they take one step in, shoot them.
Right.
I'm sorry.
I know in Florida, it's the stand your ground. Like it you could be even at your car.
Yep.
If you feel you can't escape, you can take whatever action you need to take, and you're good.
This is crazy.
Right.
But okay, so with that, this stuff is traceable. Brooke would have to file charges. She would have to get a lawyer, and then it's going to cost money. But I'm asking, is it worth it for your peace of mind? Right. Is it worth it to make sure your family is protected? Hell yes.
1,000,000%. 1,000,000%.
It is worth it. So, people think, oh, we use these text apps, these Google. That shit is traceable.
Yep. You have to put some sort of account towards it, I would think, right? Like an email, or it's on your phone. So
yep, but so in email, they can trace IP addresses, and they can trace it. They are really good at narrowing down now. And you can see that when you're watching all these shows, how this one guy had a burner phone. He had Katie's mom. They knew, the numbers he was using. They go through, and it's not as, it doesn't take as long as it used to, because this is the age of technology now.
Right. I was watching a case, and the boy ended up getting shot and killed by the cops, and he was in fear because the girlfriend's mother was texting him, and the girlfriend's mother erased all the texts. And when I was watching the case, they pulled them all out. And so it didn't look like your normal text. You know how on your screen, if you get an iPhone, is blue on, gray on. It was like computer generated, but you could see everything.
Yep, just like they did with Madeline Soto's mom's boyfriend. He accidentally factory reset it. They can pull that shit right out the cloud.
Yep.
Everything, well, whether you have that account or not, everything is stored. Every single thing is stored.
Yep.
That's how they can track down these terrorists faster now. They have gotten really good at this.
Yeah, they had to, like, our everything has changed to, social media, internet, whatever. They had to figure out the ways to track these people down. I just don't understand why it's escalated to such a level. Like, how are you that mad at somebody that you're doing this shit? You know what I mean?
But what did Brooke do to Geneva? If it's
So,
her, I'm not saying. I really haven't listened to her voice. I remember she went on Switch Witches that night, and she had that camera slip, and she was under a different name at that time, and but it was her. She went up there and said it was her. She had left the internet. She wasn't doing this, and I really didn't pay attention to her at all. So
right.
why would Geneva be doing this if
I
she's
think
going after Brooke like this? But that's the case. She's going after Brooke. She's going after the B. Why isn't anybody sending pizzas to Switch
Jenny.
Witch?
Right, right,
Why isn't she getting calls? It looks suspicious to me.
right. So my theory is that Geneva is doing it for Siwa. Siwa, obviously, Siwa and Brooke have it out. Siwa's upset. Her son's on the internet. Siwa thinks Brooke brought her son there. Siwa's been saying, like, oh, I'm getting a restraining order. I'm doing all these illegal things, which we all know she's not
She's
doing.
not.
No, and mm, I'm thinking like maybe she tried and she's not getting her way because law enforcement's going to say, shut it down, ignore them, come off of the internet. Like you don't have to put yourself in line of being bullied when it's on the internet. You're choosing to be there, so choose not to be there. And I think she didn't get her way, and now she is going at Brooke harder, like, you see the videos she's making, and I think that, Geneva's helping her out, honestly.
So you're saying she's complicit?
Mhm.
Oh my God. But why? Over some internet shit?
Right. That's what it boils down to, over internet shit. It's so ridiculous. That's why, like, I back away, like, I drop in and I say hi and I back away, haven't gone live because I'm getting so much heat over
Oh,
on Reddit that I'm
uh-huh.
just like, it's not fucking worth it. Like, okay, I am whoever you say I am. I have an imaginary child. My child's well-being is more important
Your
than
child is
this.
not imaginary at all.
No.
Look, not at all. Okay.
Right, but his well-being is more important than this, but they don't care, like, they got these so much hate in their heart, you know what I mean?
But why are you hating somebody that you've never met and you're never going? I keep asking the same fucking dumb question all the time. And to me, it's like it's repetitive. It's just stupid. You don't know this person. You've never seen this person. If you were face to face with this person, would you say and do the same shit?
Right, probably not, probably not. I
This
would,
shit.
but I just put something back in the
Oh,
back
I
chat,
see it.
and that's why.
Ah, oh. Supposedly, allegedly.
Mm-mm, factual.
Do we believe that?
Yeah, we do. It's factual.
Really?
Mhm, and it's escalated since.
So this one person is going after everybody, and you guys think it's her, but she's supposedly friends with them.
Right, yeah. I don't know, like I don't so, I guess Jules got, like, a glitter bomb and like, I don't know who's doing all of that. Nobody over here is doing that. Nobody.
I won't be spending any money saying
Hell no.
anybody's.
Hell no. Like, no way. So, I don't know who would be doing that, but that's freaking sick too, you know what I mean? Like, you're setting people like Brooke up, you're setting Anna Maria up because 'cause they're more public and they're going live all the time, and so they're catching the heat for this shit, and it's not them. We don't know
No,
who
I
it
don't
is, and it's
believe.
like
No.
that situation with Penelope and Zeus and all them. They all sat back, like, in the background doing this shit, laughing. I think it's, the same shit's happening again.
Do you think it's Penelope and Zeus in them, or do you think it's somebody being a copycat?
I think it's somebody being a copycat.
And
I
that's
don't
what I
think it's
said
them.
too. But then again, we could be wrong. But let me
Right.
ask you, when you heard that recording, that 911 call or that welfare check, whatever it was, did you think it was Amber?
So there are pieces that sound like Amber, but the more and more I was listening to it, when they dropped that Southern accent, you could hear like no accent. And Amber can't drop that Southern. She always has that little
He
bit of
always
a,
has it. Yep.
right, a little bit of a twang. And when they dropped it, I hear Geneva. And so then I'm like, well, Geneva. So listening to the other calls that they were playing of Geneva, her and Amber kinda have the same tone and pitch in their voice. So if you're faking a Texas accent, she would sound like Amber, you know what I mean?
But Amber's voice is more, I mean, to me, even when she's pissed, she has a lighter, airy tone to it. Now, when
Right,
she wants to be like she goes, when she does that, but in her normal talking voice,
right,
her
and that's
voice is
because
lighter.
she's always got that, like, I call it Southern hospitality twang. Like, they always have that twang in their voice, and even when they're mad, they still don't. Like, when I'm mad, I sound crazy. They still sound like they're underlying sweet, you know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it,
Yep.
but
Yep. Amber has that underlying sweetness to, yes, she does.
and I
Now,
almost think Amber would say, "It's fucking Amber."
yep. If she would have did it, I think she would have, but I can't see her doing that knowing that Brooke had kids in that house, because she doesn't want that to happen when she, the way she had a fit about what was being done to her kids.
Right,
I don't think she would do that. Well, I know she wouldn't do that.
right,
Not when there are kids in the home, because that time that GB was trying to get her house swatted, I remember she called me and I told her, I said, because she got a call from that lady Betsy from that TV show, the Amish people, whatever, telling her that GB was calling and she wanted her home swatted so they can seize her electronics and everything. And Amber called me. I said, you better call your police department and let them know. You have kids in your home. Let them know what she's saying. If you have it recorded, send it to them. She called her police department. I was on the phone. Then they told her to call Illinois, and she called Illinois.
right,
Not Illinois, Ohio, and told them what was going on. Yes, she did.
right.
So she doesn't want that to happen to her kids. So I can't see her doing that to Brooke. I don't care how much she hates Brooke or dislikes Brooke. I don't think she would put her kids in jeopardy,
Right, right. Brooke
because
was,
she
like,
did what was
long
done to her.
asleep too. Brooke was long asleep.
I heard her say that. She said that she had been in the bed for about like 3 hours, and the call came through at 1:12. The cop showed up at her house at 1:30.
Yep,
So they knew exactly what they were doing. But the part when they added about, she said that, that she was having a sleepover and there's boys there. Now, when I heard the B say, how was she like if the PTA, if people called the PTA, or if, and then someone, I guess in her chat, said that they would call the parents of the kids in her son's class.
right. So that's the thing that pisses me off. They're sitting up there. Jules does it, John does it, Siwa does it. They say, how would you, like, knowing full well some psycho in their chat is going to
We
do
do it.
that?
Yep.
They're g they don't care about kids. I can tell you unequivocally, if somebody ever said that to me, I'd tell them, "Get fucked." I'm not calling on no child, I'm not jeopardizing no child, I'm not for everything that I've seen happen in my own personal life, I would never do that to a child, ever. And
They
I
don't
don't know
care.
anybody that would. I don't know anybody that would.
They don't care.
No,
That's what we see this. This is escalating. They don't care. And I hate to say they. The people that are doing this are the person doesn't care. To them, it's a game. To them, it's funny. And it's getting under her skin is what they want to do. And they're doing it. And she's allowing it. And yes, Brooke, I'm saying you're allowing it because you're not taking care of this.
Yeah. And you got to stop sharing everything about your life. Stop. She shared that she would be home all by herself all weekend.
Oh my God, no, she didn't.
Yeah, so then what happens? A Craigslist goes
Craigslist
up.
ad.
Yeah. Like, please, that's for anybody. Like, if you have your last name on your account, remove it. Remove it now while you can. And don't share all parts of your personal life. Don't. That's my biggest regret is what I shared. Just
well, you know, that shit never came out of my mouth. And you and we used to talk all the time. So I knew the stuff that you were going through and your struggles. That never came from me. Never said that to anybody.
No, I know.
I know
exactly who it came from. And the thing that pisses me off, they know. They were there and they know, and they're continuing to allow the lie. Like, no. I'm really close with Sarah. I'm really, really close with Sarah. And I'm telling you, like, we talk all the time. And if somebody ever said something in front of us that was a lie, to let the lie keep going, we say, okay, you're mad, but don't do that. Don't lie. You know what I mean? And these people are not holding their friends accountable. They're not.
Nope, they're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're not. I listened to a little bit of Cooch's yesterday before I got really, really busy. And I heard something about me kicking Cooch out of the mod chat. First of all, I didn't even have administrative rights to that mod chat. So how the fuck could I kick Cooch out of a mod chat? I'm like, what the fuck? But I heard Cooch said that was Julie. I'm like, how the fuck could I kick her out of a mod chat when I didn't have any admin rights to it? Get the fuck out of here. Stop changing the history. Stop changing the narrative to meet the bullshit that you want to meet. Because that's not what happened. And no one corrected him. And they all know the goddamn truth because we said it on a panel.
Right. Well, and then the other day, I think it was 2 days ago, he was listening to those welfare check calls to his house, and Jules knows that who one of those is, and somebody in the chat said Tracy M, and then another person used her whole last name, and Jules said, "Oh yeah, you may be right. It might be Tracy." And Tracy's like, "What the fuck?" Tracy's got enough issues with. It was not. It was not, and Jules knows it's not. But Jules hates Tracy so much that she'll run with that.
But why does she hate Tracy?
I don't know. She's freaking crazy. Jules is nuts. I don't even know why she hated me to begin with, to be honest with you. Not that I care, but she just doesn't like, and I think it's because Tracy was friends with Jugs, honestly.
See, I think, let me, Miss Minda, girl. I miss and love you too. Miss Manda got a man now, okay? I'm just saying she's got a pilot, okay? She's got a man now.
Oh, a good man if he's a pilot.
He's got a good man. He be flying her all over the place. I told her, I said, does he have a brother? Oh my God, Miss Manda, I'm so happy to see. See, I haven't even I said when she gets a minute, she's gonna call because I know she be busy now. But the whole thing is this. I just thought somebody was to say something about the Cooch. It was karma for. See, I know what happened. Cooch knows what happened. So they can twist history any way they want to. I don't care. Because my story has never changed at all.
Right.
Oh my God. I have to go back and finish listening. But I was actually digging, I was actually working and doing some other stuff. So I didn't finish listening to it. But I have like 3 lives now that I need to watch. 3 lives
You're
that I
gonna be
have
on
to watch.
2 times speed.
Yeah. So as I'm doing stuff around and when I'm running errands today, I'll just put it on as I'm driving and I'll listen to it. The guilty one is supported by many. Jews thrives on hatred. It gives her purpose. I don't know
Mhm.
how you live your life hating people that you don't know. Good morning, Missy. I can't say Missy. I mean, Misty Tesla. Good morning. I'm not saying that. Yes, Cooch and I are besties now, and we talk every single day. No, we
You
don't.
telling Cooch what to do too?
Yes, I am. Yes, Cooch and I are besties, besties, besties. We've been talking every single day. We plot, we plan. Oh my God. Girl, let me stop saying that because they're going to believe that shit.
They're gonna say, "See, I told you Heidi was doing it."
Yeah, look, somebody has a birthday today and I missed it. Happy birthday. Tina, is it your daughter, your son? Somebody has a birthday. I stole Cooch. But no, I vote. This is getting, it's worse than what it was the last time.
Yeah, it's really, really bad. Really bad.
Your grandbaby is a girl. Oh my God.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations. Oh my God. I'm serious. I had no girls. Now I have 7 granddaughters.
Oh my
7.
gosh, really?
7. Look, I said, God help me. And they're all divas. Oh, they're divas. 7 granddaughters. I said, boy, you really want to hit me hard, don't you? But their fathers and their mothers have to deal with them, not me. You look, I spend time with them, then they go back. I love them when they're little. Now, when Kayla was here, it was like, especially when they start having a mind. Well, she's been had a mind of her own, but now, they just say exactly how they feel. And I'm like, oh, Lord. Oh my God. Yes, I have it. I was going to talk about that this morning, but I think I'll do that tomorrow. I have that interview with P. Diddy's bodyguard. I do have that interview. I also watched another thing with 50 Cent in his interview. This whole P. Diddy shit, I'm telling you, whether he goes to court or not, his brand has now been tarnished. Jay-Z's brand is going to be tarnished. All of this shit is coming out, and it's not looking good. And the way he's walking around and acting like he's carefree, like I had Kelly Brown on the other night, and he's an ex-NYPD cop. He's retired. He told them exactly what you need to get that type of warrant. So he can act, and I said it before, he knew they were coming.
Yep.
Because they contacted his lawyer. He knew they were coming.
Yep.
But Kelly thinks that he has spoken to them before, that they have talked to him, and that he's going to become an informant. And I do believe that they're going to take him out.
Yeah. So I've read that too, that they're saying that he's an informant now, and part of his deals is to rat out these other people. It's going to be like Epstein all over again. Look what happened to Epstein. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
Epstein wasn't ratting. Jeline, I guess, Yesline or whatever her name, she was the one that had that little book. He wasn't saying anything. Why would he? Because he got away with it before.
right. And I
Good
heard,
morning,
I
my
was
dear.
reading, you can get down these real big rabbit holes with these conspiracy theories, and they're saying like Jay-Z had this affair with this woman,
She did.
uh,
He did.
and she's dead. I didn't know she
Yeah,
died.
she died. She was pregnant with his baby too, and she was pregnant enough to know she was having a boy. And she died first. They said that she died from an aneurysm. Then they said nope, her death has been ruled as undetermined. So yes, and then right after that, Beyonce announced she was pregnant.
Yep, and then they showed the video clips. I remember that interview where she bent down and her belly did that like weird, you could tell it wasn't her real belly. It like folded in. And they're saying like Blue Ivy is that lady's. She had a baby, and that Blue Ivy is that mistress's baby.
I'm gonna tell you
That
right now, when they said Beyonce was pregnant, my first thing said bullshit. But when she got pregnant with that second child, she was showing all of her stuff. And then when she tried to do that silhouette thing, I think they had a surrogate the first time. That's my opinion.
right.
Don't, but I don't believe that for a minute. But that young woman was having a boy.
Gotcha.
Yep, that has been, and it wasn't, everybody knew about him being with her for the longest. Then when she was pregnant, all of a sudden, she called for help that morning too. And then they got her, and she called for help. She knew something was going on.
Right. It's
Oh my
scary.
God.
Like I can't even listen to I listen to music, and a lot of that is the music I listen to, and then I'm like, ooh.
Oh, you listen to, it was like listening to R. Kelly, beep, beep, toot, toot, running her head. I said, he's at the fucking playground. I used to joke about that. I'm like, what do you beep, beep, toot, toot? Is he at the playground? Come to find out. Okay. All right. Keep it on the down low. Yep. We know what that meant too. You were in the
Right.
booth and everything else. So
Like, damn it, you're ruining the music for me. Don't you think about us?
that's okay. That music will, the man himself had issues, but his music will live on. I'm sorry. R. Kelly reminds me of Luther Vandross. R. Kelly can sing live.
Mm-hmm.
He can sing a cappella and doesn't need, and no auto tuning, no nothing. That was like Luther Vandross. That talent is raw.
Yep.
So, but I heard that Reagan, she actually read Christian Calm's thing. And when I finally got it, because when I went to get it, it wasn't uploaded yet. And she read it. And when I was reading through it, I was like, oh my God, his shit is highly auto-tuned. I said, we know that. He has no fucking talent. Then when I was listening to Nancy Grace, she said the same thing I told Kelly the other night. And I hadn't even watched her live stream she did yet. Well, she did it a day ago. She said that he made his living, just like I said, he has no talent. He's a marketer. He's a promoter. He knows how to promote himself.
Right.
Yes. R.
I
Kelly
love
is
those
amazing, baby.
shady little comments thrown into that court document. That was
There's some
highly
shady,
tuned.
highly auto-tuned. And Lil Rod would know because he's the producer. He
Right.
knows. But I think it's weird that she's using the same lawyer. I would not use that same lawyer. She's using the same lawyer that Rodney Jones is using. Lil Rod. Blackburn. And I'm waiting because there's another lawsuit dropping. I think they were supposed to file it Friday. I need to double check. But there's another one coming. See you later, Gwen. But there's another one coming. So, oh, Jody, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But it's just sad how all of this is going. So you see how, and everybody is talking about the raid on Miami and California. No one is talking about the raid they did at his New York property. No one's talking about that.
Right.
That was just, I mean, he had 3 places that was raided. Good, I mean, Miss Manda, you are. Call me later, Miss Manda. I love you.
Stop rubbing it in.
Yeah, she's rubbing it in. Good morning, Denver. She's rubbing it in. Okay. I'm flying in on Monday. I'm good. I'm flying Monday. I'm good. I'm jealous. I don't have a pilot for a boyfriend, but okay. But I don't understand, what vote. And so are they still trying to unmask you vote?
Oh yeah. There's somebody
I
on
heard you
Reddit.
say that you're getting it on Reddit. So what are they doing to you on Reddit?
So somebody on Reddit said that they're paying 7 companies to find out who I am. People were asking, like,
7
this.
companies?
I'm like, dang, you're using
For
good money
what?
on me
For what?
to find out who I am, Heidi. It's so important. I don't know why. They just hate me that much.
Why do they hate you? Because they don't know who you are.
I think so, and I know that shit escalated when I drove by Jules's. But the thing is, like,
I'm sorry.
first of all, streets are public property. I can drive down whatever street I want. Second of all, if I have business in that area, there's nothing you can do about it.
Wait a minute. They hate you because you drove by Jules's. Did you go knock on her door?
No, that's what I'm a pussy for not knocking on the door. No, I'm smart because that's private property. I'm not going to jail for Jules's. Like, get out of here.
Wait a minute. Reddit for $500. I'll send you everything.
Fucking Maria always looking to sell me out.
Miss Amanda, I'm telling you, I need to get. Look, I'm sure he has some single pilot friends. I just don't need them to be ugly. So if you can send me some pictures of some of his pilot friends, I can pick which ones I want to meet when I come to San Francisco. So you need to send me some pics so I can go through and go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh my God. These people, wait a minute. They are actually they're paying a company to find you.
That's what they're saying. And so somebody said, I want to know the story of her son. And the person that said they're paying said that, in my opinion, it's fake. So I don't have a son. I live off of the government.
You do have a son and you do work. I know that for a fact. Reddit, I'm going to be cheaper than Maria. Send me 150. I want it sent to my Cash App and I'll give you everything. See, Maria, you asking too much now. 500. Come on now. I'll do it for 100.
If you're paying 500, I'll send you my own damn picture.
Oh my God. Oh. Damn, Vault. You got them looking, girl.
I heard, so Maria, back in 2020, there was this account, Carolyn Iobi, I don't know how you say the last name. So Maria thought that account was me.
Okay,
and I'm like, girl, you really think I'm 70 years old? Like, what the fuck?
I'm not laughing. Hi, Denver. Yeah, shit, Maria asking 500. If they wanted that bad, I'm sure 150. You know, that's not a bad price. Brookie, good morning. I am just so disgusted. If you want to come up, if you're not busy, I can drop the link for you. I am really, really. Call me later, Miss Manda, because I need a pilot. I need a hero.
I just need airline tickets.
Yeah, I'm tired of paying to fly. Although I just got my statement, and I can use my points for a round trip ticket anywhere. So I'm looking to see when before I lose my points. Oh my God, Messy check with. Oh, I hate that name, Messy. I don't believe she. Hi, Just Jen. How are you, sweetie? I am so sick with this whole thing that's going on with Brooke. I'm really sick to my stomach. Oh, Brookie.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, Brooke, I am so sorry. I just found out this morning that you had a Craigslist ad placed, but it was right after you said that you were going to be home alone this weekend is when the ad happened.
It was somewhat after. I had mentioned it a couple times, but it was right after Amber came on my panel. I sound sleepy because I just went back to sleep because I had somebody banging on my door at 8:00 this morning from the fucking ad. And last night. But anyway, Amber had come up on panel yesterday and said, Brooke, I swear to God, because I got my audio call.
Yes, I heard it.
So That was the weirdest damn thing ever, because I swear to God, the first thing I heard was Geneva, and then the more I listened, I could hear Amber, and then I could hear both of them. And then anyway, so Amber comes up and she takes my panel, and at first I'm being a little horsey with her, like I always am, but then I start to listen to her, and I know Amber, and
Yep.
I know that she's not stupid. When it comes to certain things. And I don't think Amber doing that, if she didn't want anybody to know about it, would have gone on John's panel and gloated about it. So at first I thought that's why she did it. Like at first that was my that was my proof that she did it. And then I started thinking about it. I'm like, dude, if she was going to do that, she would admit to doing
Yep.
what she did.
I don't think it was Amber, Brooke. I'm gonna tell you the one. I heard it when I first heard it. I said no, that's not her, because I caught your replay, and then I kept rewinding to the call. Then I realized that you kept playing it over and over again. But when I listened to it, there was a part that sounded like her, but the rest, I'm like, no. First of all, Amber's not going to do that when she knows that you have kids there. She didn't like it when it was being done to her when her kids were there. So I can't see her doing that. And she wouldn't have to scramble to know your address, because Amber knows your address.
Yeah, I know.
She wouldn't have to scramble to think of a phone number for a good callback thing. That was not Amber at all. It was not Amber.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. That's why I started like a little bit toning it down. And she was like, Brooke, you don't remember this stuff was done to me too. And y'all were saying I did it to me too. And so all of this started making me think. And then I'm also thinking that Amber manipulates me. But, so I'm sitting there back and forth with the whole thing. But then, and she starts talking about the Craigslist ads. I tell you what, it was no more than I get off my freaking live. I don't know how long it was. And there had been an ad placed for 3 hours before somebody showed up at my house. And that must have been right after Amber got off panel. So whoever did it got the idea when Amber was on my panel to place another ad. This is Geneva doing all this.
Okay, so I'm listening to what Cooch said. Okay. What Amber did was she contacted her son because she actually thought that this girl had cut herself, not knowing that this was old from the summer. Jen blew it out of proportion. She did contact her son to let them know, hey, which, if you think about it, maybe she shouldn't have done it, but she was honestly, because she's always had a soft spot for Jen. So, and Denver knows how Amber, because she knows, and that Amber, when all of this stuff was going on with Amber, the first person I called was Denver, and we all got on the phone together. She's not going to put anybody's child in jeopardy. She just wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Oh, I know who would, though. The same person that put the same child in his underwear on Reddit. Yeah, that's who would.
Jesus Christ.
And I mean, this, and like you cannot help but to ignore the stuff that she's doing to PMR and Daddy, and that we know that that's her.
Yes, she did, Coach. Yeah, but it was out of concern for Jen. It wasn't anything malicious. And, and then she was actually truly concerned. She really was. She really was. Because when she called me, she had asked me, and I said, oh my God. I said, yeah, Jen sent me that picture. And she goes, Heidi, you have that picture? I said, yes, she sent it to me. Out of the blue, she sent it to me. Told me these women made her do this. So Amber said, I thought she was lying. And I said, no, I haven't. And I was on the phone talking to her, and I sent it to her. She goes, oh my God, she really needs to get help. And she was honestly concerned for Jen. She's always had a soft spot in her heart for Jen. The same way that I guess Anne and Maria did for the longest. No matter what Jen would do, Amber was always there to take her back and try to help her. And I told her way back when, she's no good, leave her the fuck alone. But you couldn't tell her anything because, she listened to all these sob stories that she was telling her. But I don't think she would have jeopardized your child or those kids in that house. I really don't.
But I think that whoever was.
Maybe I'm crazy. Sorry.
And you got to also put in the perspective that every time that Geneva's name's brought up, something happens. And, she's been getting a lot of heat lately. And all she ever has to say is, it wasn't me. I didn't. It is fucking you. You keep saying she keeps saying she's leaving. She don't go nowhere. And then this horrible shit, that was her on that call. I listened to it again. I went live again last night. I played it again. And when I did, I didn't hear Amber at all. So, and that's what I said in my other live. I was like, we got to let this go. Like, let's just stop what we're doing and reconvene later and listen to this again. And when we did, everybody that was in there changed their mind. That was dead set about it not being Geneva's voice. So she called the fucking police, the police to my house at 1:30 for my children specifically. She put the Craigslist on my shit because she knew I'd be here by myself. And that's the bottom fucking line.
So what are you going to do? Well, don't tell me online, but you need to really take care of this. You really, really do. And someone just said to keep your pepper spray with you at all times, because you don't know what these people look like. You have no idea if somebody's crazy might not show up at your job or show up at your home or watch you or follow. You just don't know.
I got more than pepper spray.
I'm sure you do. You in Texas. This ain't Texas. This ain't Texas Hold'em. But I'm telling you, I missed the Craigslist thing. Does anyone know what yeah, I have the ad. I just read it. Hold on, let me read the ad to you again. When they told me that, Brooke, I was like, what the fuck? Hold on a second. Let me share this screen so you guys can see. Brooke posted the ad. And I saw you went live again, but I haven't listened to that one. But I will.
Okay, come on, Lucas, come on.
So this is the ad. It says, free appliances, Lumberton. Have appliances and televisions that must go. Appliances are less than 3 years old and still under warranty. Plenty of men's tools, drills, screwdriver sets, jigsaws, skill saws, tons of ceramic tile of different colors and styles. God damn. Ashley bedroom sets, day bed and full bed frame. All free. All weekend, early or late, all must go. All free. First come, first serve. Ring bell at least 5 times back to back, as I may be in the back of the house and might not hear the first ring. This is malicious and sick.
And I was in the back of the house because Jason had to call me from the lake, because they went up there, and I don't know if y'all know anything about like fishing, but they do this weird fishing at like 1 a.m. Anyway.
Yes, we used to do the same thing in Texas.
Like crappie
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Well, it was so cool because they have like a whole where they're fishing, the entire area glows in the dark. It's like green. I don't know. They have some weird light in the water. Anyway, but Jason called me, so that's why they were in a rush to get up there yesterday afternoon because they were going fishing late last night. And but so I was out there doing my own thing, girl. I went and got me some crawfish. I had me some crawfish.
I saw those. They were kind of small though, Brooke. They were small. The ones in Louisiana now are huge because my sister posted her. I wanted to crawl through the damn Facebook page. She posted her crawfish. They're huge in Louisiana.
Well, I think they had like a shortage earlier in the season. So
okay.
I think, and they're really fucking expensive. They're like, I don't know, they were like $5 something a pound to buy them live.
Oh yeah, that's expensive. Yeah. That is really expensive.
So I had me some crawfish, girl. I went and I made me my little plate. Then I was going outside. I was watering. I was doing in my garden. I'm looking at, because I'm just like studying these plants in my garden because I'm trying to figure out exactly how they grow. It's just I'm getting old. Anyway, out there watering, doing my thing. Jason calls me. He goes, "There's somebody at the door." I said, "What?" I look. It's this big dude, of course. And and I'm looking at him through my back glass in my backyard. And
did you open your door?
No, I talked, but usually I can talk through my doorbell. For some reason, I can't talk through my doorbell because Jason tried to talk to him through the doorbell. And so I was like, "Can I help you?" And he didn't say anything. So I went to my door, and he was hearing impaired. So I couldn't hear what he was trying to, I guess it was hearing impaired because I couldn't understand what he was saying. He sounded like he was deaf trying to talk to me, And finally he said, "It's a scam. It's a scam." He said, "Everything's free." I was like, "No, God, no. It's fake." So I went and I pulled out a piece of paper and I wrote, fake ad, and I taped it to the front of my front door. Well, I took it down last night because I'm sure it's embarrassing. I've got people that walk their dogs in the morning and shit. So I took it down, and this morning, banging on the door like a SWAT team, I go around the corner. He's like, "Hey, I'm here for the free tools." I'm like, "Oh my fucking God."
So, Brooke, somebody just sent me a screenshot. The ad was originally posted on 4/11 at like 7 o'clock at night. So somebody posted that ad. What's today, the 13th? Somebody posted that ad on Thursday.
So somebody posted that ad when I was on live being Jules.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
And
So,
then
Brooke,
they updated it for 12 yesterday.
oh my God. So, Brooke, but all of these people that peruse these Craigslist ads and all these other things, there are some sick ass people out there that goes and R's women and all this other bullshit. This shit is not funny.
I did not write famous YouTuber E11. I was waiting until I got my actual sandwich board in to do that. I know, but like I said, and here's the fun part about all this is I'm gonna have to call and I said this yesterday, if another person comes over here, because I really don't know how to handle these fucking weapons that I've got. I'm gonna have to call. They're all here, and I'm looking at them right now. I've got a whole gun cabinet staring me in the face, but I don't know how to use these things. And so, I mean, I know how to use them once they're ready, duh. But I'll have to figure out how to make sure they're loaded and
You
stuff.
need to go to Brooke, I'm going to tell you right now, this is harassment. This is stalking. This is now you have people coming to your home. I know you work with different lawyers, but they're all medical related. You can actually talk to them and get advice and see what you can do. But if you start following these reports, and if they do an investigation, you do know that this shit is traceable, right? They can trace this shit.
But here's the deal, Heidi. Just like with any other person in a line of of service, like with any other government body, there's only going to be enough done that they want to do. Okay, like they're not. If they feel like investigating it, they will. But if they don't, they're not going to. I have went and told these people. John Yates was on a live stream calling my job. I'm a nurse at a state fucking.
That's
hospital.
different. He's calling your job. They're not coming to your home or sending people to your home, and then they're wasting resources. They've now been sending, I don't know how many pizzas you've gotten. This has moved to not just a misdemeanor. This is criminal, to be honest. It's criminal. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time and resources. So it's criminal. I'm serious. I mean, you need to take this serious, because what's going to happen if somebody actually approaches your child one day?
I know. And you know what? And this is all at the hands of fucking Siwa Moon, because if this is her right hand fucking man doing this, and she's going to have us all believe with her lying ass that she don't know nothing about it. She knows all about it. She is incensed. Siwa at this point is one of the most dangerous people, if you ask me. All this stuff happening with her kid, that's when she loses her shit and doesn't give a fuck about anything. So yeah, I think Siwa's involved. Geneva definitely is the one calling. Geneva's doing all of this. And if she's made a whole community post today talking about Napa threatening her, but not once in that community post did she ever deny doing anything she's been accused of in the last.
Napa is threatened. Why is Napa threatened? You know what? Let me ask you. Look. Why is Napa? First of all, why is Napa? Who is Napa threatening?
She just said Napa said something about, I guess, something that only her and only her and what's her name, Geneva, know, because now Napa just said that she was gonna, because of what she did to me. And so instead of getting on there and saying, listen, I categorically did not do that to Brooke. I did not call a welfare check. No, she gets up there saying that Napa's a piece of shit for threatening her. Never, not once. She knows why Napa said what she said. Because
has anybody apologized to you by saying, especially to be saying that the neighbor called? Because I think you played it. It was the neighbor, and now we know it wasn't the fucking neighbor. Has anybody said, "Oh, sorry, people are calling maliciously. This isn't right"? Has anybody said that?
Amber,
they won't.
Amber did. Amber said that she knows that I know that she was just saying that to fuck with me anyway.
Yeah, I heard her say that. But
she's the only semblance of an apology I've gotten.
has anybody, nobody has said anything, because I heard you playing the B, and she was like, it's the neighbors that call and those kids. And then I heard, but the masturbating and this shit is crazy.
Yep. And all because of what? I'd love to know why this is being done. They act like I'm doing any of this shit to them, calling their jobs, sending cops to their house, messing with their kids. I'm not doing anything like that, but it's getting all done to me. And for what?
This is sad. Brooke, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. This is just fucking crazy. Vote. I mean, seriously, if it was me, if it was Vote, Brooke, you have a young child. Even the fact that you were home alone. Suppose your husband changed his mind. Suppose they changed their mind and they were home, and then somebody's banging on your door and ringing your bell, and your son goes and answers the door. Now what?
Oh, he knows better than to answer the door. But yeah, I know. I see what you're saying. And the fact that, I mean, it's just troubling to know that there's anybody that is even around us that will go to these links and levels. And it's also troubling to know that there's other people that keep these fuckers safe and not oust them out of our environment here.
But they're not going to do that. And I'm saying they, and I hate that word. If it is Geneva, whatever her damn name is, if it is her, they're not going to do that, because they all have secrets on each other, and they're just as complicit if they know she's doing this, and they're encouraging this. So they are complicit. They're complicit.
I don't know. That's why I played Siwa's son's fucking video last night. The second that I realized that it really wasn't Amber, and for sure, I was like, fuck this, it was Geneva. And I said, F you, Siwa, all bets are off. And I played her son's video in entirety. I'm done.
Well, I just got her son. Well, I got it, I guess, sometime yesterday, but I didn't really look at any messages. So I haven't even listened to it yet. How bad was it?
Fucking bad. That she's a piece of shit, lazy ass. He called her. He said that she's a devil worshiper. That's pretty bad. That she's all she does is talk about everybody else, because she don't have a life. All she wants is power and money. All she does is this, that, and the other. He wants to save his daughter from his mom, because he could give his daughter the life she deserves. He said she'd actually be in school, which I guess she's not in school up there in Tennessee. Yeah, he wants to take custody of it. So yeah, it was bad.
Oh, shit. He wants to take custody of his sister?
Yes, and he said his mother's a piece of shit, but he loves her. And at first,
oh my God, Jess Fletch said, okay, wait a minute. She says, not excusing, but you showed exactly where Siwa moved to, her neighborhood, how many people lived in a block. It's all wrong. Brooke, you did that?
No, the fuck I did. When did I do that? All I said is that she moved to Tennessee. When did I tell anybody where she lives? I don't know exactly where she lives.
So so where are they getting that from?
It was posted on Reddit, but if you're trying to say that was my Reddit account, it's not. I saw it on Reddit.
Yeah, I've never seen Brooke do that on a live.
I'm sure
everybody would have heard about it if I had.
There'd be clips for sure.
Pat Alexander said Reddit and subs on various channels have been warning content creators for months now that something bad is going to happen, and yet people just keep doubling down. That's what I'm saying. They're doubling down, and something's bad is going to happen. Seriously.
And for what it's worth, the people that came over here were very nice and stuff like that. They weren't like, but until they're not, until they see that the house is empty, there's one car in the fucking driveway, you know, and I'm talking to him through glass. It's only one person I mean, thank God I have a chain on my door. Not that that's going to be much of a deterrent, other than my lock, you know. because Christopher used to be an escape artist, so we had to put a chain on the door a long time ago, when he was a toddler.
I'm missing something. Just Jen and Ms. Manda seem to have an issue. I just saw that, but I'm missing something. So Brooke, Jess Fletch says that she apologized if that's incorrect, but I guess that was being said, or the rumor was going around.
Yeah, that's not correct, Jess Fletch. Sorry. I did not give her new. I just said that she moved to Tennessee. And the reason I even highlighted that she moved to Tennessee is because she put a bunch of shit on us that happened in August, according to her, like the school getting called and CPS getting called when she was already out of the state. So she lied about CPS. She lied. And if CPS did go see her, they went and saw her in her new state. But that school that she says I called never fucking happened. I swear on everything. And she still keeps saying it. But the bottom line is, see, well, you were already out of the state. And she keeps using the date October all the time. I haven't done this since October. I haven't done that since October. She moved in August and she got a job in October there.
Oh my God. Her son confirmed she moved state. Oh shit.
Yep. And so did she last night whenever she was talking about the one thing she told him he better not tell anybody. He went and told. And we found out. And that's what it is, that she moved. I didn't tell anybody her address.
Oh.
But I tell you what I found real funny. She admitted the other day that she got a pizza like a long time, like a while ago, she said, which I found weird because I got a stray pizza a while ago that I never said anything about. I mean, I have since, but I didn't make it, not at the time. So I'm like,
she actually got a pizza too, and you believe she received a pizza?
She said she did.
I can say I got one too. Don't mean I got one. I'm just saying. I don't know, but whoo, Brooke, this is out of hand. It really is out of hand, sweetie. It really, really is.
Well, John and Siwa and everybody, even though we hate each other, they need to step up and tell their little fucking friend that she's ousted. They need, whoever has the ability to do so needs to take that.
Positive is Geneva. You're positive.
I am positive. You don't blame somebody for something that horrible, and that person comes and surfaces and writes a community post a few hours ago and doesn't even fucking mention it. That's Geneva's way. That's her MO. That's how she moves. Tell her she's not a nurse. Say, hey, well, we want to see your nurse's license. She don't show it. She just keeps on going to chats. Hey, everybody. Hi. Like her not addressing this and still showing her face says so much to me.
Yeah. Miss Manda Jen is right. I'm sorry, Brooke. Miss Manda, just Jen is right. He's not a good person at all. That I can honestly say. He's not a good person. So you and I can talk after this, but he's definitely not a good person. I'm sorry, Brooke.
Who? Ski Mouse? Hell no, he's not a good person. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's not a good person at all. Not at all. So, and the things he's done to her and their child is not nice at all. So have a conversation with Just Jen and you'll find out for yourself. Wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out why another post was made and I was tagged. I was out of town for 2 weeks. Every time I leave, I get shit. This shit is crazy.
We also know it's her because PMR... She tried to, have you even said anything about this PMR? You mentioned the bolo, but have you mentioned why there was a bolo for her with her face on it? A whole bolo, a whole ass corporation decides just for shits and giggles to put Geneva on a fucking be on the lookout for because she is emailing her company and they traced it back.
Oh my God. Yeah, Maria, I'm okay. I just hate fucking liars. I just hate liars. Oh my God.
It's fucking really sad to have all this information, not just circumstantial. My office was contacted and they traced it. See, it's not just circumstantial, but it's stuff that we don't say all the time because you don't want to put all this shit out there. But we know it's her doing it to PMR and Daddy without a doubt. And guess what else? She's so brazen. She's sitting there fucking with PMR saying, tell your husband to call me. Tell him to call me.
For what?
I found your kid's boyfriend's parents and friends. Yeah.
Oh my God. Who has time to do this shit? I thought she was a nurse.
No.
Oh, excuse me. You screamed. I jumped. Wait a minute.
Sorry. She lied about that too, Heidi.
Oh my God. I can't.
She works for Amazon. That's why she got on her community tab and said, I contacted my HR as soon as Ann said where she worked.
Ooh, that's who Ann was talking about. I heard her say something, but Amazon Prime.
She contacted the neighbors of PMR's kids.
No, she did not.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Oh my God.
This is all her.
Does she have kids?
She lies and says she does.
But she doesn't have kids.
In that community post, she says she has a deceased one that nobody knew about.
Oh my. So, did you know this woman, Brooke, at all? I mean, did you have any kind of interactions with her?
Never. She was the OG Redditor that ran around with the Redditors.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Well, you know where she
needs to
works
be
at.
Institutionalized is what she needs.
Yeah, well, you know where she worked at. I'm stuttering because I'm mad. You can give the police that information and they can have a talk. Have anybody had the police go talk to her?
I think a couple people have called. And I don't really know, like, I guess I can just try calling her police station and letting them know. Because they need to work with coming out at 1:30 in the morning is not wasting fucking police resources, but scaring my kid. And then when my mother heard, she was talking about, some of the stuff that y'all talk about on these streams is just stupid. But whoever posted my grandson on Reddit needs to be found out, because she said, now that is something that's pliable. That's fucking a criminal act. My mother is pissed about my son being posted on Reddit, even though it was however long ago. And
good,
good,
PMR. When I received that FOIA request she did on T, it was sent to me, and I'm like, who the fuck is Jennifer Stoley? And then somebody told me in the chat that it was Geneva. I have it, and they denied her access because they said that it was, and that's the stuff about the stalking from her sister and all that other stuff. So they didn't send her anything. But why would you want to do? For what reason?
Well, let me also say that when she FOIA'd, okay, so Heidi, and I've said this to you probably the other day on.
No, not TL on. It was done on NIMS. Yes.
But here also, so whenever that stuff came out on Siwa's son, I told you that my stuff was FOIA'd hours later. It was FOIA'd by a person with PMR's kid's name mixed together with Kathy's last name. So these are two names that we would both alert on. You know what I'm saying? Us, me, Vault, etc. would alert on Anderson. PMR Daddy would alert on the first name. So, and that was to get my FOIAs.
Oh
at
my God.
1:20 in the morning on the 2nd of January, literally three and a half hours after Lance posted his first video on Siwa.
And they think that they still think that you is talking to Siwa's son. Switch with your son.
Siwa put it all on Amy yesterday, nothing on me. She said Amy's been watching since, which is what I've always said. Amy's been watching since her name's been being drug into this, and she and Lance have their own conversations. I have fucking nothing to do with it. She doesn't tell me when she tells Lance stuff. I don't tell her to tell Lance stuff. Whatever happens between them and their relationship happens, and whatever happened as a result happened. It had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with his own fucking mother. Everything like Siwa's until Siwa learns to take accountability for her actions, nothing's gonna change. Nothing can change or get fixed if she's blaming me for the problem. And I didn't do shit. I wouldn't do that to anybody. I wouldn't be like, hey, let's turn against your mom publicly. Yeah. Like, fuck that. Like, I wouldn't do that to somebody's kid. I don't care how much I don't like them. I fucking hate Amber's guts to. I've never. You've got to look at my behaviors since I've been on the scene, except for 4 years, and the things that I actually have done. I've never fucking fucked with somebody's child, and I never plan to. I would
Wait a
never
minute.
do that to somebody's job. I would never call CPS on anybody. I would never do any of those things, and I never have.
Wait a minute. JY thinks Maria is a mod on Lance's channel. What? Huh?
That kid
Yeah,
don't even go live. He doesn't have mods.
he thinks because Siwa was saying all her nice comments that she was writing about her, he would delete, and he would leave all of the monsters comments that they would talk about her and dox her. Like, I don't think your son's looking at it as a dox, Siwa. I think he's looking at it as your name. But yeah, so John's, after he called her son an idiot, said that maybe he's got Maria modded and she's going in there and deleting the comments and manipulating them. Again, why can't we just give the 20-year-old some credit for making his own actions and his own movements on his own fucking channel? Maria's not a mod.
So Lance doesn't go live. He does videos.
Not yet.
So is he doing these videos every time that she talks on his dad or what?
I don't know when. So there's a lot of going back and forth between him and her, evidently. So like, I guess what happens, she's blaming it on. She said there was some girl flirting with him in his comments and asked for his DM, and then after that, the video was posted. What I see happened is that she goes live, talks about her and Lance, says everything is fine, says everything's great, and she lies. I think the lying is what triggers him to go and tell the truth, because he says it. He was like, quit blaming these people, quit doing this, quit looking at these people's kids and making fun of them. She's like, I never made fun of anybody's kid. Oh, yes, you did. You made fun of mine. You said she had a big nose.
I heard when you played that, I was like, this is somebody's child. But am I not mistaken? I heard you say that the B was sending pictures around, or was that Ann and Maria said the B was sending pictures around of Siwa's daughter, of the Switch Witch's daughter?
Oh, I've got pictures galore, Heidi. Those screenshots I showed you the other day ain't shit. I got her sending around. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, there's screenshots of everybody's Facebook in there, including Siwa's kids.
Oh, well.
I've got her. Heidi, I have her doxing Clark. She dug and found out who Clark was when she didn't like him and sent everybody his Facebook and his real name.
Oh my God.
I've got it all. And I'm going to expose it all. I'm sick of this shit. They want to keep fucking with me. They think that I'm going to cower down and go away. You're going to get the exact opposite effect.
Is it worth it?
Maybe. What?
So I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Jason is gonna get to the point where he's gonna get pissed, and somebody's gonna. I'm not saying he's gonna go off, and shit's gonna be bad. People start showing up at your house, especially if your husband's home. This is not gonna turn. I mean, this is not gonna be pretty for anybody. And then you're putting innocent people in the line of fire.
I think
that's what's going on.
The most troublesome part about this whole last little batch of shit. It was aimed at my kid and aimed at me and aimed at safety. And because that was clearly done because I wouldn't be home and Jason wasn't here, the Craigslist ads. And then the whole, paying attention to the boys are in danger and the little boys are there and Brooke's drunk. Brooke was a fucking sleep.
I heard that.
If you could just go back and look at my live from that day, I was there for an hour and a half. And you even commented that I sounded depressed and down when I was doing that live. Did I sound drunk to you?
Nope.
Because I wasn't.
Nope.
And for them to call and say that I'm belligerent and violent and I don't have domestic violence charges. I've never fucking been charged with that.
But let me tell you. Brooke, when somebody gets hurt, and someone will get hurt, And, you know, it's going to be at the point where it's going to be really serious. And then you or your husband might have charges behind some bullshit from the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Charges for what? Defending ourselves?
Yeah, but it is defending yourself, but it's an innocent person that's going to be in the mix that didn't deserve anything because they were on, just like that fucking ad they put out.
No. And like I said, they've been very, like, I'm pretty sure the people that are coming up here are halfway believe it ain't true anyway, because it sounds too good to be true. So they're already, especially the first guy, he's like, this has to be a scam. I was like, yeah, it is definitely. But I mean, all I can say is that if something bad happens to me or anybody in this house, like, then they're gonna, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do or say, Heidi, because what do you do in this situation? You fucking let them
I
win?
would talk to one of those attorneys that you work with and see what he tells you to do. I mean, even though they do medical, but they might have other people, but they studied law. They will know what you can do. Whether, because until you specialize, you cover the law, period, until you specialize in whatever field. You need to start saying less. Thank you, Just Danny. Say less. You need to have a conversation with an attorney. You need to have a conversation. And then you go to, you have to take care of this, Brooke, because I can only see it getting worse. And you are right now in their target. That you're in the crosshairs right now.
And look,
you and your family.
Look at why, because I'm calling this fucking crazy bitch out for what she's doing. So now it's getting worse on me. So what? It's going to keep getting more like, and at this point, what's the scariest thing is like, Geneva doesn't even give a shit that everybody thinks it's her. She's just continuing on like nothing happened. She's going to.
Has she said it wasn't her?
No.
Okay. Well, I would contact my police department, have your police department, and if you have some kind of little if you're documenting all of this, you have enough, Brooke, with the pizzas, with the Craigslist ads, with the police calls. I'm telling you, I understand, Maria. I'm telling you, I'm really, really telling you, this is something that needs to be, even if it's documented, but you need to speak to a legal professional. You need to speak to a lawyer, and you have access to lawyers. Mm-hmm. They can point you in the right direction. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm saying. Get legal advice on how do you handle this, because it's not just you that's being targeted. It's your home. It's your family.
Denver, it's the back and forth, but it's like, what did they think was going to happen? Did they think that I wasn't going to go online and be silly and make fun of their stupid asses after what they did to me?
That's what they want. That's what they want. They want to know they're upsetting you. They want to know that you're triggered. That's what they want.
Oh, but I'm not triggered no more, Heidi. That was in January. This is the fallout. I'm not triggered at all. None of this has actually triggered me. It makes me sick. It makes me concerned with who's doing it, and the fact that they just they're just doing this to everybody, and that they're doing this to people that they're friends with just to make it not look like them. That's also concerning.
Okay, but we don't give a fuck about the people that they're friends with.
No,
honestly,
Jules getting a pizza the other
day. But that's a pizza. No one is targeting her dad, her sister, her brother, whoever. They're not targeting them. They're targeting you, your home, and your family. You are the target. You have a young son in that home. You have your daughter that's there. You don't know about these psycho people that are in these chats. And I'm just saying psycho. I'm not saying everybody's psycho, but you have people that believe they're doing the right thing. They believe they're doing it for a cause. I mean, just look at these people that go around and, they put your address out there. You have stalkers. You have fucking criminals on Craigslist. You have aurists. You have pedos. that look for this kinds of shit. You remember this guy that was going around act like he was looking for a house and he was kinging all these real estate agents and R-ing them. This shit is not funny. This is not funny, Brooke. I want you to see the full picture. And I know you know it's not funny, but your address was put out on a fucking web page. Whether it's taken down now or not, it was still out there. You have a daughter. Well, you have your daughter, you have your stepdaughter, you have your son. You don't know how many psychos are out there. I watch this shit all the time on these true crimes. So I watch it all the time. I'm serious. The Craigslist killer. I'm serious, bro. You need to take this to the next step. You need to take this and talk to someone.
Well, I've also got Geneva's name, address, and police station number. I got that last night. I didn't do anything with it yet. It's the weekend, so I figured I'll call Monday morning over there.
The police department don't close. I mean, they're always on duty.
I know, but I figured like the detectives and stuff are work on the weekdays. And it's
yes,
like
Denver. Hold on. I'm sorry, Brooke. Denver wants to come up. Oh my God, Denver wants to come up. Wait a minute.
God.
Wait a minute.
Deserve this.
Yes, not Denver. I just dropped it for you, sweetie. I am so serious. And I saw you called me, Denver. I'm gonna call you back because I have this is crazy. I'm serious, bro. Think about all of these crazy people that are on the internet. Think about all these crazy people that could have seen that ad. I know it's taken down, but your address, well, it's taken down now. Who knows? They might put another one up, on a Houston Craigslist or whatever. Your name and your address.
They put one on. I think there was one under Beaumont, I think, and Galveston, and I got 2 different screenshots with 2 different areas.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you need to listen to Heidi. You really do need to listen to Heidi because these people, like, you have the Craigslist murderer. They'll come to. Nope. No way. I mean, like, your children are there.
You never know. Your daughter goes and comes. You know, your son might be playing. You don't know who these people are. They're faceless fucking assholes.
Okay. I'll call my police and see if they'll do anything this fucking time.
But you have to, it's not just one isolated event. You have to give them the full fucking picture. A full picture. Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hey, Denver.
How are you? I've just been listening to you guys. And you know what, Heidi, oh, geez, hold on here. Just when I thought, all right, let me go somewhere else. Hold on. Hi. One second. All right.
That little dog is too cute.
Yeah, that's when I know people are home. Okay, let me just run upstairs here real quick. The dog gets very excited. All right, so, I've been watching this, and I'm not really active in the community anymore. And I'm going to tell you guys something. Step back from the picture. You're going to see a clear view. This has gotten so bad to where I fear for all of you, not just one side, but all sides. Yep. It is that bad when you're in the thick of it. You're angry. You're mad. I want to get back. I want revenge. I want this. I want that. No. You guys, this is so dark that I don't think it can get even darker unless someone's life is taken.
I think it can, and I think it will. I'm serious.
I think we're at the tail end of it, and I know something bad's going to happen to somebody. Like you said, Heidi, there's somebody out there who's not very mentally well, and they're thinking they're doing something good for the community. Something bad is going to happen. It is. I was thinking the other day, I was talking to a girlfriend of mine, her husband's in law enforcement, and I told her, what happened with Brooke and the welfare check. And her first thought was, what if these little kids had play guns, like little toy guns?
Yeah.
Right? What would have happened?
Mm-hmm.
And thinking, oh, let's go see who's at the door. You just don't know. And who's ever making these calls, they're not thinking straight.
And you also don't know about the officer that's going to come to the door, how seasoned this officer is, if they're going to pull out a weapon out of, how many times do we see that on the news where an officer pulls out their weapon and discharges it and they don't even need to?
That's what I'm saying, Brooke. You have to look at the full picture, not just, they're just doing, because you never know what an outcome is going to be. One day, it might not be, it could be something tragic that's going to happen. I'm serious. You have to write everything down. You have to go and get advice. And then I'm telling you, this is not going to be good.
No, it isn't. And it's just not, I'm going to say sides. It's just not this side. The other side is also in danger as well. As long as everyone keeps on going back and forth the way you all are going, at the end of the day, what does it give you? Does it make your life better?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Does it stress you out? Yeah. Is it possibly putting your children in danger and your family in danger? Absolutely. And in my opinion, someone innocent is going to get hurt. It's not going to be the person who they want to get hurt. It's going to be somebody innocent.
Yeah, and that's why I said an innocent person is going to be caught in the crossfire. I told you the last time you came on a panel, Brooke, and I said, Brooke, this is not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. Now you got fucking strangers come into your house. Suppose this big ass guy that you said came to your door that was hard of hearing or deaf, whatever it was. Suppose he would have been an Oris. Suppose you don't know.
Or a pedophile. He's looking
at
your kid. He knows exactly who's there. They know now who is in your home.
Yeah, because when you're at my front door, you have a full viewing pleasure of my entire living room. If my blinds are open, my entire backyard.
Right.
The only barrier is this. I fucking hate this wall in my kitchen. I want to tear it down, that wall. But
you said you had one car in the garage. One car in the driveway.
Yeah.
What you think? They would assume, hey, and then it's you. Jason couldn't talk to him, so he didn't hear a male's voice. You went to the door. He could have busted your door down. Hi, Island Girl. He could have busted your door down or anything. He could have come back later on and just been, driving around to see if there's another car that's going to show up in the driveway. You just don't know who these people are.
And that's really fucking sick that I'm sure that these other people, the people that are doing this, the people are a person. Because I think it's totally Geneva, but I feel like Amber Charrington's also got some hands in this. Because, Geneva's besties with Drazo, and so is Geneva. So is Amber.
Yeah, I think you should frost your windows because we did that to our front door too. When we put that new front door up, I think you need to frost it so they don't see clear into your home.
Well, it's not just it's that, and then there's two panels of side windows. Like it's the front door with the big glass in the middle.
Yeah, shit, I don't know. We might have the same door, but it's the side panels, and then the half of the front door is glass, and then the bottom is the wood part. But you can see, I would frost that shit.
No, and then there's like 4 panels on the either side of the front door as well.
There's a film you can buy at Home Depot that will frost it.
Because I remember when Amber, and I'm serious, when this shit happened, when GB was doing this shit, Amber put up black trash bags on her door, on the side panels on the thing, so you couldn't see directly in her home. And she did that because she sent me the pictures of it. I'm like, this is sad that you have to do this and you have kids in your home. Because
now I feel bad now forever doubting her.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. She wouldn't do that because I know
I don't want to be your fucking friend, Amber. So don't even think that this is any olive branch. But I do feel bad.
Yeah, I knew how scared she was when all the crazy shit that GB was doing, and when supposedly that she was trying to entice somebody to go kidnap her daughter because she said she was going to traffic her. She called 911, and she didn't hide her voice. She didn't hide her name. We all heard that. We all heard that call. Yeah. So I'm just saying that, you really need to take this seriously. And I think when Jason comes home, if he's not, you need to sit down and have a conversation with him on how you guys need to handle this. Because he needs to have a thing in this, because this is not good. Your home is now out
Oh, he
there.
already made a comment about the pizzas getting old, you know, and it is. But I mean, the pizzas are not even I didn't even talk to him. I don't think after the person at the door last night. I went live, so I didn't even tell him yet. But I think he knows.
But Brooke, a lot of times when people put free things on Craigslist, I mean, it's very well known out here. They're going to the home to case it. They don't care about the free stuff. They want to go see. They have an address. So you have to be. This does need to be reported to the police. It does.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If nothing, I'm telling you, I think you need to speak to an attorney as well.
That's true. 11. She did think it was hilarious when someone pulled up on Bombshell.
Oh, yes, she did. Yep, she definitely did. Yep, she definitely did. But because I heard, I don't know who played it. I think it was either Bomb or E11 played it. But I did hear it, and I was like, oh my God. But I know Amber can do some shit and say some shit, but that one, it wasn't her. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but it wasn't her.
I feel they take advantage of the fact when they see you fighting with Siwa or someone fighting with John and vice versa. They take advantage of that fact. And
well,
like, oh, let's order pizzas or let's send the cops here tonight. So then they're going to think it's this person.
I think it seems that way because it's Geneva doing this, who is Siwa's bestie. So yeah,
But
when things ramp up on Siwa, obviously the FOIA requested things were done because they thought I had something to do with her son's video. Immediately that was done, and it was done with a cryptic name, Geneva. Like it's done every time I talk about Geneva. Every time, like it started, the text with Daddy started happening when Daddy was on Jolene's panel talking about what a psycho Geneva was.
okay, let me just ask you a question. Let's just say that it's someone else that's doing this, and they're making it seem. I'm not saying it's not her. I don't know. Let's just say it's somebody out there that see all of this that's going on, to see you guys that's doing the back and forth fighting and all this other bullshit. Like when I was getting those messages about what Switch was doing, no fucks was given, because unlike her, I have a career. I have family that love me and care about me. So I don't give a fuck what she has to say. I don't. And I don't play with ignorance. I don't go back and forth. So let's say it's not her. Let's say it's someone else that see this shit's going on and want to keep it going on. You don't know how far these people are willing to go.
Then why didn't Geneva say that in her community tab post a few hours ago? That she
I don't know. I don't follow her, so I don't know.
Because people do things when they're not guilty of stuff. They act a certain way. They go and find whatever method they can to say, I did not fucking do this, just like Amber did yesterday. And I told her, she came in my channel like, if you don't click my link, then I'm going to consider you guilty.
I heard you say that. Have you tried to call Geneva since you have her information? Have you tried to call her?
Blocked.
Okay.
She needs to go. Because then, like I said, this is what she does. Every time she gets her ass caught for doing something, she's like, doesn't say shit about it. Just keeps going in chats and moving like nothing fucking happened, and nobody's accusing her of shit. That's not how innocent people fucking act. They tell somebody. They tell everybody. They can. Look, I did not do this. And for what it's worth, we need to figure out who the fuck did, because I'm not getting blamed for this. That's the kind of way people act. They don't just keep on slithering around and nothing to see here, nothing to see. Like addressing Napa instead of addressing the problem at hand, that you are been caught red fucking handed calling my police officer with an awful fucking accent and trying to sound like Amber.
Yep, she was. Again, I don't really know what Geneva sounds like, and I'm gonna tell you, I have the thing that they just sent, but I only remember her going up on the Beans channel that time, so I can't tell you because I really didn't pay attention to it, and that's how interested I was. So, but I know that was not Amber.
I'm gonna play you this recording from last night. Now, the first one is the one calling. The one calling, I'll tell you. So I'll pause it when it switches. The first one, hold on.
And yelling. I just am concerned by how intoxicated she is and how in her past history she's been very combative and
Now, that's Geneva calling my police department. Now, this is actually Geneva on a panel.
Well, I can promise you, I did not tell Mims I fucking hate her. She's a piece of shit after what she did to me, and I would never in a million years talk to her. I mean, to the point where, I had her served, so I have no intention of discussing anything.
Now, tell me that ain't the same person.
It sounds like it. What do you mean she never served tea with shit? Why are you lying?
Oh, and that wasn't a panel. I think that was a DM, a voice message. Sorry.
Yeah, she didn't serve tea with shit. Why are you lying?
So if you listen to the staccato of her voice, and I know I said this yesterday about you listen to the staccato of the pauses in between those words and the way that she ends those words, that is the same fucking person. That is her.
Let me tell you what I heard at first. You think I'm kidding? If you listen to it again, it sounded like Muzz for a bit, but I know that wasn't her. She tries to talk like other people. I think she practices that shit.
I think she tried to sound like Amber.
No, I'm talking about when she was just talking on that call. I guess it was a DM call or a voice message or whatever. And when you first hear it, you think it's Muzz, but then it's not her. I think she practices trying to sound like other people.
Well, she in that damn, I said it in the police call. If you listen to it in its entirety, she goes from Cajun to freaking North Dakota, Minnesota, all over the damn country with her accent. She's saying there instead of there. I'm like, okay,
that's like yeah, that wasn't Amber on that call. And Brooke, I'm serious. I played it over and over until I realized that you kept playing it over and over. And I was listening. There was a little section. I said, damn, that might. I said, no. But then when she started speaking again, she lost that vernacular. Yes.
She lost
it.
She
lost it.
When she started doing too much fucking talking. Can I play it one more time?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
Raging and yelling. I just
that little part right there sounded like Amber.
And how in her past history she's been very combative and.
Well, I can promise you, I did not tell Mims I fucking hate her. She's a piece of shit after what she did to me, and I would never in a million years talk to her. To the point where, I had her served, so I have no intention.
They're asking you to play the end of the police call, Brooke.
Play the end. Play the
end of the police call.
And the end of Geneva's police call.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. It's still queued up over here. I had to literally get old PlayStation because dude, how outdated is my police station? They gave me this on a CD-ROM. Hold on. I don't know how to get to the end. I'm using a PlayStation.
That's fine. Just play it all the way through.
Okay.
Sheriff's office.
Yeah, I wanted to know if I could call for a welfare check from someone.
Yeah, that's not
What's the address?
And it does sound like this person might be holding their nose because they're mouth breathing.
It's 6355 April Wayne. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's a number 10.
What's your name?
I'd actually like to remain anonymous if I can.
Yeah, that's not Amber.
What's a good phone number for you?
The good phone number is.
And they're trying to sound really country too.
Mm-hmm. She had to think of a good phone number. Then she had to think about your address.
406.
There, she's losing it.
Yep.
313.
Losing it.
4154.
Picked it back up.
Yep. Nope, not Amber. Thank you, Island Girl. Not Amber.
We're doing a welfare check on.
The lady who was there, she's very highly intoxicated right now.
That's fucked up.
And she's live streaming and she's threatening people and saying horrible things. She's raging and yelling.
Raging.
Got some little boys in that house there with her, and I'm kind of concerned about them because she does have a history of domestic violence.
You have a history of
And
domestic
I
violence.
just am concerned by how intoxicated she is and how
This is Geneva.
in her past history she's been very combative and just not when she's intoxicated like that, there's just no, I mean, she's just so erratic and angry.
Erratic.
Her name is Brooke Graham.
Brooke Graham. Can't even spell Graham. I heard that.
Graham. G-R-A.
R. Mm-hmm.
But then the yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the accent does change, so you hear it too. That's not Amber. This is crazy.
I think she might have even mentioned she was having like a slumber party for her son. So there would be, a couple little boys over there while she's acting like this.
Over there.
What is it, 2 a.m?
2 in the morning? Amber would know what time it is in Texas.
That would be, I would appreciate that. Thank you. I just want to make sure, that nothing really bad is going on over there and the boys are kind of stuck in the middle of it. Because, I mean, she's done, from what I've heard, some not so nice things involving.
That right there sounds like Geneva.
Okay, so you'll send somebody out there then to check on her?
Out there then.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Pat says it sounds like Jimmy Jim Jin.
Sheriff's office.
So, that part where she says about the boys having a slumber party.
Mm-hmm.
Amber would not say slumber party. It'll be a sleepover. Amber would not. Oh my God. So, Brooke, that's not Amber. I honestly don't know.
I don't think it's either. And again, I will apologize because when I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. And I even put it in my title. It's Amber.
Exactly. They didn't count on Brooke getting that FOIA. The last time they gave her transcripts. They didn't count on that voice. I want to know, what does Switch Witch have to say? She knows that's her because she talks to her a lot. And if you're telling me that's her and you've never, but you guys just hear her, the B knows it's her or someone else, but she was up there saying that your neighbors called. Your fucking neighbor wouldn't call. They would knock on your door.
Because Jason, the poor historian that was not nearly even 0.25% awake when he went out there, he was like, like totally disoriented. He said he came in and told me it was the neighbors calling on the kids. Because he thought I got somewhere, I guess that's the translation he got. But when I finally went and listened to the damn doorbell cam, I will never take Jason's word again. This is like the second time he's told me something was solid. I forgot what the first time it was that I had to go back and
he was probably sleeping and just woke up out of sleep.
Right. He was dead ass asleep. And so he came in there, he's like, grumble, grumble, grumble. The neighbors must have called on the kids. But then I thought to myself, our doors cracked. Like there's nothing going on. Because I stood up and I was half asleep myself, but I was waiting on him to get back in there. I was in my night clothes. And so that's what I thought. So that's when I said that supposedly it was my neighbors, but but when I went back, there was no mention of neighbors. They just said, we got a call that, the adults are intoxicated and they're worried about the kids.
The adults were intoxicated, but she threw that part in about the kids. So they didn't go in guns blazing. Okay. I'll give them that. But still, you never know who would have opened the door. Jason could have opened it, and they're already thinking that somebody's in there drunk, or if you would have opened the door, anything could have happened.
Heidi, here's the deal. Had I actually been on live drunk with kids in my house having a sleepover, they would almost get somewhat of not a pass, because I can handle my own household and I wouldn't be drunk with a bunch of kids in my fucking house. What if one of them had an emergency and I'm not fucking stupid? But anyway, what was I going to say? The bothersome part is like, none of that was true. I was not live. I was not drunk when I was live. I was asleep in my bed. I had gotten my home the way I get my home before I go to get my ass in my bed. I got my kids on the couch with blankets, and underneath them were blankets because they're not just laying on the couch without a blanket underneath. Anyway, and pillows and popcorn and water on coasters. So don't fucking tell me that I'm not taking care of my shit. And then I went my ass to bed. Next thing I know, my husband's out there talking to cops. So the real bothersome part is there was zero basis behind it. It was a fucking complete lie. And
It was
That's
malicious. And if I was you, I would let your son's school know too what's going on. And I know it may not put you in a good light because of this
He goes to
YouTube
school
shit.
for every day because he has to go to school with his patient. He's at school. He's at school with my son every day.
Okay, so like Bambi said that when they did a CPS call on her, they went to her son's school and her daughter's school to speak to them.
And that's exactly what they do. And that's exactly why I've always said people don't do that to creators, because you're embarrassing the children by having them pulled out of their classes and talked to. And amongst other things, is Denver still up here?
Yep, she's here.
But
Yeah,
listen,
I'm here, hon.
if anybody can talk about any of that, not that you want to, but the shit is fucked up that these people
It
do.
is.
And
I'm dropping, guys. I gotta run.
All right, well, yeah.
All right.
Thank you, baby, for coming up. And I know what Denver went through. Trust and believe me, I know what she's gone through. So this whole shit. Okay, Brooke, this is Mermaid in ICU. Oh my God, Brooke, quit telling people about your house, the door and locks on the door. Quit talking about your work schedule when you people are home. None of this is wise. You're not listening. No offense. Yep, you really have to, baby. You got to stop saying when you're home.
When I'm at work, though, I don't think people really, not all the time, but you're right.
You share too much, especially when Jason is going hunting and all that stuff. Stop saying all of that.
We've got cameras in the back, in the front, inside. We've got cameras all around my home. We've got an interactive.
I would pull that footage and I would take that to the police department too and let them see what's going on.
Call the police to my house from my phone, no matter where I'm at.
But Brooke, that's what I was asking you earlier in the chat. Is all this worth it?
No, but it all just started happening.
I know. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I think between you and I, well, I guess between everybody here, but you are a great content cover. You can cover content like no one's business. I remember you did a few shows and they were really good. To me, none of this is worth it. None of it's worth it. How much? Think about the money you make every month compared to, is this worth it? It's not worth it. To me, it isn't. They're coming after you pretty good, pretty strong, and I don't see it ending unless the back and forth ends. And it might not even end at that point.
It's not going to end. She's in their crosshairs now.
And then whenever, let's say I fold Denver, let's say I say, fuck this. No, I'm not doing this. They're not going to stop with me. It's going to go to somebody else. I'm going to take this up with the police. And if my police won't do anything about it, then I'll call her police. And that's how we're going to have to handle it. I mean, I wish that PMR, if you have a cyber crimes unit in your within your police department, because that would be really helpful. If I was one county fucking over where they took this shit extremely serious, that had a cyber crimes unit, that would be such a blessing. So if anybody that is affected by this crazy bitch that is getting all this, please take it. If your police department has a cyber crimes unit, to them, they are the ones that have the capacity, and that's what they do, is find out who these fucking people are that are using spoof numbers and that are doing this weird shit. Because there's actual departments that devote their time to this kind of harassment. My little police department doesn't have that.
But Brooke, you have one right there in Jefferson County.
But I'm not in Jefferson County.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look and see exactly where you have one at close to you.
Driving by Cooch's house, they're fucking, this is, you want to look at the situation as a whole. I mean, allegedly Jules got a big chocolate dick and balls, pizzas. I don't know. I think Amber said she got a pizza the other day. Then there's fucking, like I said, Cooch's house having drive-bys. Then this shit to me. So it's somebody that's enjoying what they're fucking doing, and it's not going to stop with me.
Well, nobody should be driving by anybody's home. I don't care what side you're on. You don't do that. That's your sanctuary. If you're going to argue like adults, argue like adults. Don't argue like junior high kids going back and forth. I mean, you see these mean girl clubs, these mean boy clubs in junior high. You guys, they act better than everybody that I'm seeing right now. They act more mature. This has gotten to the point where one of you are going to get hurt. And I'm being serious. I'm so upset about this. I see it. And I'm worried. And I'm hoping somebody will take me seriously. Somebody is going to get hurt. Sit back,
God,
guys, okay? Sit back and listen to yourselves going back and forth. Is it something somebody would do being a mom or being an adult? No, it's not. You guys, this is like an addiction. I'm just going to be straight with you. You know, I love you, Brooke. I'm very, very concerned. Concerned for Maria. I'm concerned for people on the other side as well. We've seen it go real life already. It's not going to stop. And people think it's like a video game. Oh, log off, get back on. Everybody comes back to life. No, this is reality. People are going to your home. People are going to other people's homes. Other people on the other side have police showing up. They have other people showing up. Somebody's going to get hurt. And when is enough enough? Is it going to be when you're burying someone 6 feet? Is that when the reality is going to kick in? And say,
but they don't think that's going to go that far, Denver.
But it is. It will get there. And I pray to God it doesn't. But what you can only control yourself, hon. What are you going to do to protect your family? Because that's all you can do. You can't control anybody else. You can only control what you do.
But this is where I'm at with that. I understand everything you're saying. You're absolutely right. What am I doing to deserve this kind of shit to begin with, Christy? What crime?
I'm not saying you deserve it at all, hon, at all. I don't think anybody, I think that people can have these conversations, address the issue, and then move on. But with this back and forth, I mean, it's never going to end. It's never going to end. Somebody has to be the bigger person, step up and say, I'm done. I'm going to start covering this.
But then they're not going to make the money because you know what? It's all clicks and views and money. That's what it is. Clicks, views, and money. Let's just be honest here, you know, and the same way they say that people give Brooke super chats to piss off JY, the same reason they're giving CY and the B the super chat because they think it's bothering Brooke. It's all about money. And you've got people with their hard earned, you know, people sitting there and giving money to BS and bullshit because they like the drama. But everybody says, no, I don't like the drama. I'm tired of all. But every time you have it, look at the people in the chat. It's all about drama.
But it's an expectation, I think, that if I were doing something like this to them, that I would get it in return. Here I am going on these streams. Yeah, I've said some untoward things. I've done some untoward things. But for the most part, I'm just sitting there laughing, trying to be somewhat light about the situations. I'm not fucking calling anybody's doing anything real life. Neither is Maria or Vault or any of us. But yet, real life's being done as retaliation. For what? Us getting up and having an opinion, us getting up and being a fucking stupid B cartoon and making fun of Jules for a stream. I mean, come on.
No, I'm talking about back and forth.
Yeah, and you are not, is not warranted. We understand that. And Reagan is correct. She says, don't make excuses for lack of reporting crimes. People are showing up at your home. For fuck's sakes. It's a matter of time before people start reporting you as a parent for not safeguarding children in that home. She's absolutely correct.
There's no children in my home right now, first of all.
It doesn't matter, Brooke. They can call, same way they did to Amber, same way they did to other people. They call CPS for the fuck of it because they think it's funny. And then they go to the school to talk to your child. You need to take this seriously. Go to the fucking police. I will let my child's school know because this is escalating and it's beyond just the pizza shit now. You have a young child in that home. You have two. Well, then your stepdaughter is over. But you have to.
And I also said,
she thinks this is a game and it's not.
Say I'm not going to report something when I just said I was going to.
You have the right to defend yourself.
And that's not, when I say back and forth, I think, Cooch, you completely are exaggerating this. Back and forth to me means is you're responding, you're doing these 2-hour lives or an hour live, or whoever's doing all this stuff going back and forth. That's back and forth. If I'm responding to somebody every single time they say something, I'm going back and forth. No matter how you want to slice or dice it, you're going back and forth. And
well, Denver, here's the deal.
you know,
That it's hard to not respond when people are saying, "Oh my God, Brooke's done this," and Brooke's, and you're like, "What? I've never in my fucking life done that."
right.
It's you feel compelled to defend yourself every time these fuckers lie about
But
you.
yeah, you're right. You're right. You pick your battles, defend what you really feel you need to defend, and then move on. You see Heidi doing it. When she's had enough, or something really bad has been said, she will address it and then she moves on. And she does not give them something more to feel relevant. This is all about clicks and views and making money. I get it. But to whose expense? It's gotten dangerous.
It is.
Well, could you
And
take it how you want? I'm saying what I feel. I'm I didn't name anybody, so if you feel that way about yourself, or I'm putting on blast, then you have that right to feel that way. I'm saying there are so many people on both sides going back and forth, and it's never going to end unless it stops. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not saying something that's not true. It's never going to end unless someone puts a stop. And let's just say you stopped, Brooke, and you started doing content, and they're still talking. Yeah, they're probably going to still talk about 2, 3, 4 weeks later. But if they still continue it after that, they're the ones that are going to look bad.
so Brooke, I'm concerned. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to say you deserve this, because no one deserves
Oh,
this.
no,
I
no,
just want you to protect yourself and your family.
right. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's why I'm just so
I don't
passionate
like
about
the
it.
innuendo of just now being said that people are going to report me for not reporting shit to the police when I just said I was going to. But that you're really
No, that's not what they're saying.
no,
They're
Reagan
saying
here
that,
and said they're going to report me for not safeguarding my children.
yeah, because people do
Safeguard my
that shit out of nastiness when we know that you
no,
safeguard your
he didn't say
children.
shit like that to me.
Look, the only thing I said that
Not
earlier.
you, Heidi.
I said that earlier, Brooke, when we were talking about, when I heard about what happened to Bambi's kids months ago. I said that earlier. They've taken it now to Craigslist. Then I hear when it was replayed that the B said, suppose someone, how would you feel if the PTA was contacted? And somebody else in a chat, I guess it was Red, said that that they were going to contact the parents in your kid's class. This is telling you the mindset of these people. That's telling you the mindset.
I didn't say you said you were going to report me, but you put that shit out there just now saying that I don't safeguard my kids and others will. How dare you?
Yeah, that's fucked up. Who said that? Hold on. Who said that,
It takes
Brooke?
a lot to get fucking tears to form in my fucking eyes. That's how pissed I am.
Okay, Brooke, who said it? Who said it?
Rakin said it.
Rakin said it? Hold on. Okay, where did she say it at?
Brooke, I am so concerned
Oh,
with you and your children. That's just what I'm trying to say. I mean, you're going to do you, hun. But I'm really concerned. And I don't want to
I'm
see
concerned for you, and I'm serious, especially after I read that ad and the
PMR
fact that you said you were going to be home by yourself, and then Vault said that the ad was placed on 4/11, then it was updated on 4/12. This shit is no longer funny. When they were saying that Amber was doing it to herself, but somebody made a point in the thing that said that JY supposedly had Ashley furniture and Amber had Ashley furniture. Now you have Ashley furniture. This shit is sick. It's sick. It really is sick. Hold on, let me grab that. It's sick. It's sick. I just want you to do what you have to do to protect you and your family. Point blank, period. However you handle it, you handle it. But you sit back and you take a look at what's going on and how this is escalated. And you are the target now. I mean, anybody else can be getting pizzas and shit, but you have people coming to your home. You have strangers that had your address. You don't know where else this ad could have been placed besides Craigslist. You don't know.
I said I was going to contact the fucking cops, and if my
Good.
and that I was contacting her, so I'm not sure where what the separation is. I'm going to do something about it.
I know you will. I know you will. And I'm sorry that was said. I don't think that's how Regan meant that, to be honest, Brooke. So I understand you're upset. I get it.
Thing is that if you don't do something about it, somebody else might do something about it, and then it could put you, in jeopardy of not reporting, not protecting your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
again, this has happened in the last not even 24 hours, 16 hours, and my kids are not here. So
please don't upset Brooke.
There's
Okay.
no kid here to not be fucking protected. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for that matter, the one that would be here that's not out of town with Jason is an adult.
Okay. So, Brooke, look, don't get upset, please. I know for a fact I'm coming and letting you know I'm concerned. I really am concerned. And I know that you're going to do what it takes to protect your family. I know that. Okay. I know that.
We always have.
Denver knows that.
Don't you worry.
Oh, absolutely. I know that, hon. When's the last time I've taken panel? It's been over a year. That's just how concerned I am. This is how concerned I am.
And we all know what happened to Denver. Everybody knows what happened to Denver. If you don't, I'm not going to bring it up, but it's the same thing. These people don't have no morals, no integrity. So anyway, I don't want Brooke to be upset anymore. We've already discussed this. Take a deep breath, sweetie. Please take a deep breath. And we're here. We're giving you hugs. I know I am. I'm here. And I want you to know that this is, for me, I want you to understand that I love you and I know that you're a great mom. I know that. So you just need to do what you have to do. But guys, stop saying, who's on Rumble now? Who cares? Anyway, Brooke, don't be upset. Please just calm down. When Jason gets home, you guys discuss this and see what you need to do or how you want to handle it, because you don't want anything else to escalate. And these people, and I'm saying these people or this person, seems to have no fucks. They don't care. And that's where I stand. There's no care. There's no care about your safe, about you or your family, because they're not doing this to anybody else but you. And this is sick. And if Geneva or Jennifer, whatever her fucking name is doing this bullshit, and they're sitting there knowing it's her and not calling her out on it, you're just as guilty as she is. You're just as guilty. So I don't give a fuck how you feel about Brooke. You're just as guilty. So guys, I'm going to get out of here. I don't need Brooke to be any more upset than she is. You guys have a great day. Denver, thank you. Brooke, calm down. And I'm going to call you after I get off this live because I really want to talk to you. You guys have a great day. I really appreciate you guys being here. Have a good one. I'm out of here. Matter of fact, just stay backstage. Love you guys. Bye.